issue with GoFundMe, Wema, or Access, and if they have the chance again, if Baba Mohbad and the comrade come out again, trust me, the same people will donate profusely, and they are the one that will support Baba to ensure that if they are not complaining, which is the same thing with GoFundMe, few people complained, and then the lawyer interjected, and then everything got fast tracked or realigned. And because the people, the major, benefactors are in there, the suitors are in there. And once they're in there, they are not complaining, and they will be the supporter to say, what's your problem? And it's the people in diaspora that are really screwing up this cause for justice. But now let's go around the table again. I'm going to go for Golden Seals and straight back to Jack, because Jack has been patient for a while again. So Golden Seal, let's have you. We're going to have Jack if you do not respond. Golden Seals, let's have you. You've been there for a while. Right, Jack, let's have you. Jack, are you there? Come on, Jack. I can see something happening there, but yeah. There you go. Come on, Jack, let's have you. We've gone around the table. We're back to you again, so let's have you.
Okay, yeah. First of all, let me quickly address something that, because comrade didn't allow me to have my submission, to even have my say, before he sort of like interjected. Okay, the thing is this. You see, from his own explanation, or you call it submission, he already corroborated what I even said. He actually objected to what I said. He said he's got some objection. He didn't agree that because the public sort of like relinquished the relinquished finances, they relinquished decision-making power, they relinquished everything, the administration, everything. So from what he's saying, you can see that he's saying that there was a structure, management, whatever, this and that they had, and the structure was the one that failed, But you're still saying, you still went ahead to say that at the end of the day, the family, that's when you're saying the family, the Alaba, Joseph Alaba, did not allow you guys to function, to work. And what happened? They disbanded you. Him and his power of attorney, they disbanded you. Why were they able to disband you? They're able to disband you because you have nothing in your hand again. They make decisions for you. Your destinies are in their hand. They employed you. They brought you in to work for them, as against you working for the public and working for no fucking freaking alobas and no fucking freaking anybody. But you were there. You see, the thing is this. I would have, it would have done him good not to even come up to say that, to even fault that what I was saying, because see, intelligence will even tell you that when you're being invited, or you want to build on something, and you get there, you found that there's a structural problem already. You guys wanted to build structures, but there was a structure already. That one was a faulty one. It takes intelligence, it takes serious IQ to know that you cannot build further structures on a faulty structure already. So what did they do? They started building on it. You can't do that. And what happened? You wanted to manage. Can you hear? Management group, management structure, this and that. You want to manage your boss, your employer. Joseph Aloba, at that point, they had already given all the power. They submitted the destinies in his hand. So you want to manage your boss. Do you want to get fired? You want to get fired. That's what it means. And what happened? They wanted to have more say than the man, or they wanted to have to bite more than the guy. And the guy disbanded all of them because the guy never wanted justice. That's what we're saying. This man Not only does it not want justice, it does not understand what justice means. As a matter of fact, it does not know that the word justice exists. And that was what explained. That's the only thing that can explain his quick burial arrangement. That God giveth, God taketh. God giveth, God taketh. What? When you can see blood, when you can see clearly that this boy was decimated. This boy, some people, okay, let me use you. I don't want to use mine. Some people finished him off. They exterminated this guy. So why would you go for that horrid barrier? That's what we're saying. So all of those people that build structures on that structure, queuing behind all about, first of all, they lack, I don't mean no disrespect, they lack intelligence. They're not smart. Because if you're working, you have to work smartly. You have to work smartly. It's not like the way Nigeria is now. Look at it. Is that not a structure? It's a structure already, the government structure. But is that a good structure? A structure that only favors some very few. That's what happened. Baba Mohbad built a structure that favors just only him and not Mohbad or any other person. So they were going to work with that. You can't work with that. So that's number one. Number one is for me, the public. I won't stop saying the public really messed up this whole thing. We are not saying that the government did not do what they did. We understand that. Some things you cannot take them away. The government, of course, they don't want justice. We know that. Of course, if they don't want justice, the police will not want justice. And of course, the actual coroner, whatever freaking coroner they set up was all bullshit. So now, that being said, let's not forget again, all of those people in that house, all of those people in that, I don't care who they are, the wife, the what's it called, Adura, the Darosha, all of them, there is no taking away from them. They have got serious participation in whatever happened to Mohbad. They know something. That's one thing that is clear. They know something. What do they know? I don't know. They need to say. They don't want to say. Okay, fine, cool. Case closed. So now, another thing is this. Now, as it stands, some people say, what is the way forward? There's no way forward. There is no way forward. You had your time, you messed it up. When this guy was talking, was it Escapade or Daps? I can't remember who was talking. The person was talking about you all supported Aloba. Now you're not trying to stand. I have always never supported anybody. I've never. All of this team is bullshit.
Sorry, a quick one. You're going to carry on. You beat me to it about the way forward because I was going to, actually, before I brought you back, I was going to kind of think we're going to talk about way forward. But whilst I've interjected, please do the noble thing. Please tap, take it to 15K. Share to as many people as possible. But most importantly, I'm sure you're enjoying the show. As they say sometimes, appreciate my panelists. Just show a bit of appreciation. It'll be nice. Whatever you do, however you do it, whether it's Igyewedu or Patakupa or Bale Afefe or wherever it is. Yeah, let's be kind and nice to ourselves. Please take it to 15K. Do the gifting. Appreciate my panelists. They've been very useful. We're enjoying the show. Just do what you have to do. We're not begging for gift or anything like that, but sometimes it's just useful. But the most important thing for me is let's take the tap to 15K. And then, so Jack, please carry on. Carry on. But as I said, is that aspect of the way forward. And it'll be useful for you to lead us on that, really, to be honest, Jack. I'm thinking that at the end of the day, we shouldn't suppress the notion that there has to be a way forward. There must be a way forward. Hey, a project has been going on. It's failed so many times. We keep bringing it back. We can't distance ourselves away from it. Now, I don't know. maybe this can engineer a process. Some people just create a steering group somewhere in the background and just say, you know what, we're going to hit them the way Yomi hit them. Because when Yomi hit us, he just hit us. Even when we have to give him the benefit of the doubt or what have you and all that kind of stuff, he's now become an escapee. He's just a guy who's just doing nooks and corners, who's just doing hide and seek. He just disappears, he comes back, he gets forgiven. And I said to aristocrats, it is us in diaspora that is actually champion this old nastiness. All those misalignment. We don't even know how many tracks we now have from London to Lagos. We don't know which one is going to rogue, which one is going to go straight. There's just too many Sakama J's. We are not getting there. We're coming back. And when we come back, instead of us to tell the public that it's not going to happen, we say, we can see light at the end of the tunnel. Even though we derailed, we bring ourselves back, patch ourselves up, collect sort of like effort again, engineer more money. We are not getting to the destination. Jack, carry on.
Yeah, thank you, the IT guy. Yeah, IT guy, you see, you say a lot. To be honest, everyone has really spoken well. Aristocrat, everyone, Queen Abike, everyone. Yeti, you see, the thing is this, IT guy, let us not live in denial and let no one be delusional, because the truth is this. When people look, everything in this life is all about time and chance. Time and chance. It is important. Time is very important. Timing is very important, especially in homicide. Timing is very important. Timeline. You have to work with time, because if you're thinking you want to catch a thief is also thinking of how not to get caught. So what do? You have to act really swiftly. So that the reason why I said there's no way forward now, because by the time you start saying something now, I can start suggesting something, but some people might start taking advantage of that and use it and rob the public. So I'm never going to suggest anything. But the reality is that there is no way forward now as it stands. The only way forward now will be dictated, will be decided, as a matter of fact, has been decided, has been suggested, and has been decided, and has been effected by the government, by the Attorney General. So the ball is set rolling already. What can you do? What can anybody do? We can't do nothing. When we had the time was when they messed it up. To be honest, I think it's so painful. Maybe, just maybe, all that has happened now did so much. You see, what these people did now, the Attorney General and Lagos State and the government,
Don't forget to pay attention to the comment section. We don't have too many comments, but Escape is saying there's a way forward. Carry on, Jack.
Okay, yeah. The maybe when I finish, you will understand what I mean by that. So now, what was I saying? What was I saying? Okay. The thing is this. It's not like, let me go back since I can't remember what I was saying. It's not like
you were talking about time and chance.
Time and chance. Oh, okay, Pratt. Thank you very much. Yeah. So the time is very important. Yeah. Now, you see, when Papa Mohbad hijacked that the process, I won't lie to you, and I saw the way everybody. It was as though I was moving crazy where I am here. I was moving crazy that what is happening? Is this like some kind of jazz or juju or whatever? And people could not see. They were so blind. I've been talking since, though I wasn't talking because I knew if I had come up at that time, people would just curse you and they would do all that, because at that time their eyes were very blind. They could not see nothing other than their emotions. So I couldn't have come up. But the time I started coming up, I was saying this thing. Why this? Why are you doing this? Why this? Why keep behind this man? But nobody was listening. All my whatever, they were not listening. But that being said, the thing is this. Look, If Baba Mohbad had not hijacked that movement, and that movement, the public actually had to say they were in control. Just the same way they were in control, they had to say when they cried out to the government that this should not happen. This is a desecration. Desecration. And the government did what? They listened when they saw the momentum. And they what? They did exhume the body. It wasn't like they wanted to give that body the Mohbad justice, but they did it because they were trying to gauge people's mood, and they were trying to avoid unnecessary or unrest or whatever state of whatever. So, but what happened? That momentum would have just been going like that, and then the public could have had a, let's say, NG or whatever, and then just like look at just the case of this guy. That was what I was saying then. The case of what's it called? This guy George Floyd in America, US. You see, did you ever see his family taking over anything? No, they would just be somewhere among the crowd in the background behind the lawyer. When they're talking, when they're trying to brief the public, they would have been briefing us. You see all this nonsense that the police said they did, nonsense, sham investigations that never took place. Till date, I haven't seen any intelligent lawyer, I haven't seen any intelligent son in this case that has requested for the report of that preliminary investigation. All of these stupid lots, they will never do that. They won't do it. I don't know where their brains are. Some people said they carried out investigation. You can't. I can't believe this. Nobody, all of them, they're dumbos.
Jack, let's have a look at this very quickly. It's two questions and there are different connotations. What can we do now? One, what should we do now? Given the difficult situation we're in, what can we do? What should we do?
The IT. Do you think I should come in at this point?
Hold on. Let Jack just. Oh, Jack, please summarize this very quickly.
I'll make this. I'll summarize now. Yeah. Look, IT guy. You see the reason why when you say what can we do now, the question is not what we can do now. Actually, to be honest, because it has now passed that level. It has gone beyond that. It has gone beyond that. The only way, Richie, all due respect, look, yesterday I didn't mean any disrespect to you or anybody on the panel, or I was only talking about the comment section. Then there was someone on the panel who could just, you were on the panel, you could have just talked, but the person was actually attacking me in the comment section. So it wasn't you I was talking to. I always look after you, and I always come. If anybody is trying to be insultive, I'll come after them for you. Okay, anyway, that being said, IT guy, the thing is this. Let me tell you something. If there is a video today that shows how the people that killed Mohbad killed him in that house. Sorry, don't let me use kill. Find him in that house. Finished him in that house. Do you know that is still not a guarantee that we can get justice for Mohbad? Look, I have seen what these people have displayed. I've always known what they're capable of doing, especially Lagos State government. Because I've seen them in action. You guys just don't know anything. That's why you're talking like this. You don't know this. If you know these people, most people that are in Nigeria, they know who these people are. The people that they put in government, they will pack their loads and they will leave for any other country, wherever they could live. They could live to, because that country, your destinies they're gonna waste away there. So the thing is this: with that video, they still will not give Mohbad justice. You know why? But if the people in Nigeria, I've said this over and over, Nigerians in Nigeria are the only people that can give Mohbad justice as it stands now. Meaning that they will have to peacefully storm the streets, take over. We're talking about national protest across the nation, all of them streets, peacefully, that this guy, you must reopen this case, you must reinvestigate, you must do proper investigation. This guy deserves justice. The people you have taken to court, they did not partake in what happened. And if they partook in what happened, where is the report of your investigation? What have you done? To what extent have you investigated this case? So there are questions. If the people in Nigeria can give Mohbad justice, if anybody, any freaking NGO, any fucking buddy or anybody or any whatever is telling you otherwise, there is no, you don't worry. You can discard my word, go donate for them again. And you're gonna say that they will take you to the only land you're gonna see is crash land. I've said this before, and some people went gaga on me. The only land you're gonna see is crash land, no premise, there's no promised land here. But if the people in Nigeria rise up, but let me tell you now, as it stands, do you think the problem of the people in Nigeria, the top of the problem is actually they probably don't even know anything about Mohbad's case anymore. They are battling with hunger and so many things. They are the only ones that can give Mohbad justice. They are the only ones. If the government want to kill all of them, when the people are ready, they must come to that realization that the reason why the government is punishing them now, the reason why they are suffering in the large number, is actually because of lack of justice. If there is justice, there will be employment. If there is justice, there won't be so much insurgents. There won't be so much state of unrest in Nigeria. There won't be so much, how will I put it now? Bad roads. There won't be so much, you see, the politicians, they steal all of these monies that are meant to build, to build infrastructure and things like that. And the people are not getting justice against them. There is no justice against them for the people. And that is what stems. That is where all of this will stem, all things stems.
You mentioned earlier that there's no way forward. Let's go back to that. If we go back to that assertion and there's no way forward, the problem I have at this point in time is we know Nigerians will get on with their lives and all that kind of stuff over there. We know how difficult things are on the ground. It is clear on this Justice for Mohbad, this Black app actually have the superior number followers of fellowship and followership and all that kind of stuff to all that platform. It is timely, it's engaging, and then we get up to a point where we know that the steering group and the group that can actually make that, be making impact in this process are still the same people in diaspora. And if it is indeed the people in diaspora, obviously we have our own time managed differently. We have aspect of everything being paid for, whether it's topping up your phone and all that kind of stuff. We can sit down on this thing for a week and not flinch and not even log off and all that kind of stuff. And then when it comes to throwing the money out, I'm 100% certain that as much as you have followers and fellowship and followership in Nigeria and various African countries that are following people topping up their phones and all that kind of stuff, they probably not financially endowed enough to drop the money the way we do. Do all the gifting, do all the manipulation, wanting to get the acclamation, celebrate themselves around their comrades to say, look at me in there, I'm the top gifter, look at me in there, I'm top of the range, look at me in there, I've got 1 million followers and all that kind of stuff. So we know where the problem actually lies with this whole process. We know it's this Black app, and we know it's on this Black app that people engage with anything useful to them, take it into the underground, go on the green app and do all their mago and manipulation, and then come back and instill all manners of, fuckery and fakeness and all manners of seeking attention, wanting to be the ones at the top, engaging, their comrades to say we have to shine above guys on the other side. Now we know where the problem is. We also know that the power of attorney is not in Nigeria. The power of attorney, amazingly, is in America. So at the end of the day, in terms of the complainants, you've got Baba in Nigeria, Adura in Blessing, Mama Mohbad, and Wumi all in Nigeria. And the rest of the supporters are in the diaspora. They're in diaspora. And then we don't know what's going on the other side, and we don't care. We don't give a hoot. If Yomi Fabiyi comes back again and it needs 50 million naira, it will be done on Olori Ebi's platform within a week. And we have a problem we cannot fix. And that's the reason why I agree with you. There is never going to be a way forward, not on this black app. This black app ain't gonna get you no bloody justice. It's just gonna get us the same shimishanga, come together, talk about it, go away, get disgruntled, get disenfranchised, disappear for a while. Look at Lenchi. Look at how long Lenchi disappeared. Now I can't get enough of Lenchi's update every 5 minutes. I have to turn my phone off for Lenchi. I see Lenchi in the bathroom. I see him in the toilet. I see him in the garden. I see him in the fork. I see Lenchi everywhere. The same Lenchi that probably got a nurse. Our number one injector out of whichever way he did his mago. He's now all over the place.
Can I come in?
Okay, so Prague, go on, please.
Let me come in.
Prague. Yeah, let's have you, Prague. A very good evening to you, Prague. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone on the panel, the Theitguy, our host. Jack, I know you, every time you've always been consistent, talking about the shenanigans going on. And I need you. Kudos for you, Jack. But let me just go straight to what I bring to this panel today, what I bring to this discussion today. We have a way out. Yoruba people will say, Amukun ẹrù ẹwọ. Idiot ẹni pé òkèlè ń wọ ẹrù sàlẹ̀. Láti sàlẹ̀ kọ́ ló yẹ kó ti gbẹ́rù ẹ̀. Àtòkèrè kọ́ ló yìí ti máa mẹ́kùn ẹ̀sùn. Now, that should be a proverb or an adage to everyone who thinks they are looking for justice, like myself, like everyone on this panel, like everyone. I stand to ask everyone a question today. Before justice for Mohbad, what were you doing? What were you doing? I mean, what was your own quota to bring justice to the system of Nigeria? I am a good listener. I've been listening to so many people. I've been, when you talk today, tomorrow, I would know, at least I would know where your minds are. I know so many people before just from that have been talking about Nigeria. Yesterday, Bapayano was saying something. He said it was, it wasn't yesterday, he's been saying it at least maybe 2-3 months ago. He said he has been doing something. He would be on the panel of Pan-Africanists. It says a lot about most of us here now that we have, would I say, put our consciousness to find justice from Mohbad. Now, back to my proverb. Are we not looking at a particular set of people trying to delay some people that should be talking about Nigeria? This set of people are now focused on justice for Mohbad. The biggest activist as today stand on social media today, you might say, is very dark man. A bigger shot of his fame came from Justice for Mohbad. Now look at what Justice for Mohbad is doing to the patriotic Nigerians. Now I said there is a solution in all of this. When this whole thing started, the false claim, there are 2 false claims that three false claims that have not been substantiated today, and there are people that should be held for that. We should bring them accountable for those statements that ignited this passion in Nigerians. First one was the wife. The wife said they've hid him. That rule suspicion. We know this guy has been battling so many things, and just like that, it rose justice. Second one, let me not waste our time, was when the father of this deceased said, and I quote him, Olóhùn aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀. Abi, the third, I won't waste your time, right? The police said something profusely about blood. These three claims have not been substantiated till today. Are we not supposed to hold these people accountable? I think Justice Mohbad should change course now. I'm proposing this today. This fight should now be faced with those contradicting statements that cannot be proved till today. The police should be held accountable for that statement. Where is the preliminary report? Like Jack have rightly suggested earlier.
Before you go ahead, I will allow you to carry on. You know, if the police is going to be held accountable, I would have actually thought in the course of this quest and this process, there would have been at least one petition that would be culminative of the police failure that would have emerged from this movement in that direction to fight the authority. Almost 2 years, nothing near this process. Now, the only person that did petition the police is Prime Boy, the most streetwise guy on this course, and has now been exonerated. Does that not tell us that petitioning the police is how can I put it? Is needful, is useful, is imperative. And yet, we're gonna complain there won't be a way forward. Yomi is come to the old picture. He shook the table. He came out of his own distraction. He congratulated the police. Then he contradicted himself again when he wrote an open letter to Asiwaju Tinubu and all that kind of stuff. And then process, and we're saying, did they fail the public? Has the police not failed us? They haven't been thorough in any way whatsoever, any form or shape. And it seems as if some people are sitting somewhere and dictating to the police to say, calm down, don't do anything, don't issue any certificate to them, let them carry the body go, let them go and bury the body and all that kind of stuff. Because our main complainants, who we believed since his inception, is the only comrade in his entire family fighting for justice. He's lame, useless, and culpable at the same time of some of the failings where the police were turning the blind eye to this whole process. Joseph Aloba was allowed to be a ghost in this process, moving the body, going to police station, from police station, no credible paperwork, and went to bury Mohbad. And when the said police exhumed the body, the father wasn't looking for justice. The father wasn't actually crying of any foul play. He agreed, everybody collectively within his family and the wife of the deceased, and they buried Mohbad. Will you then believe this same assailant is looking for justice? I don't think so. Did the police allow him to do it? Was the police involved in the process? Are people at the top involved in the process and actually cause the police to actually turn a blind eye to this whole process and allow him to bury Mohbad until the public outcry, of which, if that wasn't the case, we're just going to be annually just doing this, and they would have done whatever they need to do in the background. Because when that decision was made, the decision was made in the family in its entirety. The wife, the father, the mother, the brother, the sister, the cousin, and everybody else in that family. And it was more like a rush. A rush. Bury. The body was buried. How can you, the public, then allow that man, all of us, to be the one fighting for justice when he'd already buried his son? The guy's already buried this guy. And I know how I crusade and fought. I was his number one comrade on the side of calling him out. They said, you are calling Baba, and then they came, everybody, you are too hard on this guy. He's the one that lost his son. He's the one that lost his son. He's the one that made a conscious decision to bury him. He was the one that moved the body from the house when everything would have been a murder scene. Homicide case would have been a murder scene. He moved the body away from there, allowed the place to be bleached and cleaned while he's crusading with the body outside the house, buried the body, and allowed the culprits to clean the house out. Because by the time the body was exhumed, all the evidence and evidences had already disappeared. When the police that failed the public came back, what happened? They only came for syringes. They didn't look for anything else. They took their syringes and went that way. The man who can then say this wasn't investigated properly is shitting himself, shielding himself from phone forensic. Because when they collected our money, the public money, the Nigerian public money, they stated in there that they will do phone forensic. The only phone forensic they did is something to do with shenanigans of tapping phone when our biggest actor in Nollywood came to play his jungle monkey game with us. And it was at that point in time that they were doing phone forensic that Muiwa mentioned on Lori Ebi's platform, and he actually seen interference, electronic interference, which is punishable under the law. They can lock you up. They are trying to tap someone's phone to try and mangle and force your way into it to go and get a hacker to come and hack someone's phone. That's what we got. Let's call a spade a spade. The people that can write petition to the police know that if they write a petition to the police, they will open their asses up in the air. Because when you do open your eyes up in the open, it actually means that when they do the phone forensic on you, they will lock you up. I challenge anybody to write a petition to the police to request phone forensics and tell me if Joseph Aloba will not be locked up. It will be locked up. Joseph Aloba, if you are listening to it today, get your lawyers to request for phone forensic. Because if they do, you will be locked up. Whether it's for a week, whether it's for a month, whether it's for 15 years, Joseph Aloba will be locked up. He will be locked up because he, just like Yomi Fabiyi, are fabricators. They are Nollywood director of program, director of location, director of cinematography. We are dealing with criminals. Joseph Aloba is a criminal. The first crime he committed was to move the body. He committed several crimes until he buried Mohbad without any documentation. Who gave him the authority to go and bury Mohbad, not in a cemetery, on that land? I want to know anything in the system for him to show me a paper that anybody in the authority he consulted anybody before he buried Mohbad. Look, I don't support Yomi. I am an individual that will have to give Yomi the benefit of the doubt because I've dragged him. I don't believe him. I've dragged him. And after a while, I don't want to become a broken record. You have to give him benefit of that doubt. And what has he achieved? CCTV, Oshekini, Olule. 3 seconds video, Oshekeji, Olule. I am going to do, comrade, we're going to go on the street and take over the street, Osheketa, Olule. He ended up eating meat pie under police umbrella. He was now able to do the 4th one, to go to Abuja, to go and dance in the marketplace naked. And if he had gone there, they would have taken him and thrown the key away. And he knew that his time was up with all the fabrications. He then staged his 2nd runaway. No, it's Korede. It's you that got Korede out there and parade Korede in police station. You dressed him up in native attire. You wore agbada. Your own son to make point and collect money. Tell me, does Korede not have a mother? Who is the mother of this guy? Is the mother in the UK? Is he in Nigeria? I want the social services in Nigeria, the UK, anywhere, to arrest the mother of Korede. To allow this idiot to endanger the life of a child or the life of a minor in the space of trying to use your son to congratulate the police. Yeah, what we see biscuits. You are taking a photo. What we saw. I mean, a man, a father, a Nigerian, one be omo sorry ese, okunrin be omo okunrin sorry ese at that age. Otun ya photo. Ripoloshi ni olori buruku ni Yomi Fabiyi. Do you not think the guy has lost his mind? You, a man, a father, a police officer, took your son on his laps in front of you and you are sitting down there taking photo. Where is the mother of this child? Has he paid the mother? Has he bribed the mother to say, just leave me and let me just use this boy to collect money? I will give you 10%. Where is Abiamo in him and the Abiamo in his wife or his ex or his baby mama to allow Korede to be bastardized on the internet? And his supporters are there and they're happy. Can you guys not just say to this guy, and he went to the UK, he's getting here, get to the border first, he's taking photo, taking video. You are overexposing your child. You are endangering the life of your own Omo. Where is the mother? Where are social workers in Nigeria? If the system is so corrupt, so corroded to a point that social workers in there can't call this guy out, you cannot be parading your child that should be in school on social media to gain trophy and acclamation. Are you trying to prove to us that you are father of the year just like Joseph Aloba? When they labeled him father of the year, where is he today? Baba oni patapupa konde ileyin mi and all that kind of stuff. Is Yomi Fabiyi now going to make movies? And when they make his movie, is he going to be patapupa? He's obsessed with patapupa. Is he going to be umbilical cord? This time around, the umbilical cord, umbilical whatever too, will be his son. His son will be the child actor in this process. Guys, engage me now. Let's try and look at this now. Abiamo, women, young girls, young fathers, old fathers and all that, the comrades or people who have grandchildren, will you allow your grandchild to be paraded the way your Mefabi is parading his son? What is wrong is wrong. On what premise? Accomplishment, you never accomplish anything. You keep saying you are an actor. If we put your net and your gross on being a director and being a movie and being an actor, you would have made nothing. You made money of Baba Ijesha. Look at the state of Baba Ijesha today. And you want to engage with Joseph Aloba. You wanted Joseph Aloba to give you power of attorney, so that when they give you power of attorney, all the money in GoFundMe and Wema and Access, they hand it over to you, so that you can get Joseph Aloba locked up. If Joseph Aloba had given this guy power of attorney, by now the case will be over, because Joseph Aloba will be in prison today. Your me would have put him there. The same way he did Baba Ijesha. What has he achieved? During that period of time, his foundation wasn't active. He was there, advocacy, I'm an actor, I'm using my supremacy, I'm using my this and that to do whatever you are doing. And you end up tying the guy's blockhouse to prison up till today. You haven't gone back there. You haven't raised more money. You haven't supported his family. We haven't seen any support that you've actually instilled into the process of overturning the guy's lockup. And you lock the guy up. You fuck the guy up. And that is how you manage to build your first house. And people didn't see that. And then you're doing the same thing here. Luckily for Joseph Aloba, they did not give you the opportunity, thanks to the likes of Comfy, as much as you don't even like those guys. Because Yomi is jumping bread with Olori Ebi already. Yeah? Castigate Comfy from now till tomorrow. She's still protected Baba from the claws of this manipulator. Because by now, Baba will be in jail. He will be in jail. Thanks to Comfy and the likes of all the Vengeance and the rest of them and Owonikoko, whoever it is, the ones, apart from that one crazy guy that has got a tribal mark on his cheek. Oh, that manipulator, I can't remember his name, is one of the Korodu boys. That one, they run away from that guy. Because he can't make up his mind which platform he champion this, champion that. He's just like a prost, jump into bed anywhere. You see the guy, he's got tribal mark on his cheek, one each on both cheeks. He's lost in space. Lost? No, it's not Verano. Is this guy similar to Owonikoko? He speaks. How do they speak that Yoruba? Also, be anything won't be tribal marks, voice. The guy is not Owonikoko, but he's one of those Ikorodu guys. There's the one that came venting about, I don't know whether when the guy with twisted hair, pied and all that kind of stuff. Bintilaye, yeah, that's the one. Don't trust that manipulator. Bintilaye is a green snake under the green grass. He's the one that told us that he introduced Bukit Jesse to Baba. And that guy never stopped fabricating stories. And if he was successful, it will be on the same level as Yomi Fabi. Never trust that Bintilaye. I've been on his window so many times. He doesn't know where he wants to go. He wants to go this way. But anyway, that is the IT guy letting it out, which I always do, because I will do it. I will bloody well do it. Let's have very wicked lady. Very wicked lady. Let's have you. Very wicked lady. Thank you. I'm going to mute myself now. I'm going to mute myself.
Voila. But I think you are saying something before I came, and I don't even know the topic yet. Look at me go jam
Yeah, you
another
can,
thing.
you can
Because
go
I
on.
actually,
You
because
know,
I
very
actually,
wicked lady. You
Way
know,
forward, way forward.
when you on my platform, you have to be free spirited. We don't do scripts, even if there's a topic, and it is freestyle. Just go for it. You're welcome. Good evening. You have the mic. I'm going to mute myself.
Mhm. Actually, I've went to a different platform today, and which picture and a lot of a lot of story in my head, a lot of sound in my head, which is for me right now. I don't know the way forward. I can't even say this is the way forward because everything has fucked up. Because when we are talking about the CCTV camera, it has been mashed like a potato. The do we all know mashed tomato? Tomato that they boiled, they now mashed it. So CCTV, ó ti wọgbó. 3 seconds video, ó ti wọgbó. We don't even know. I don't know where forward because as long as I am confined, Yomi don't come for Google Lojupo. Yomi has dismantled the only little bit of the evidence that we can see. We can even go for Yomi to for Google Lojupo. Kò yé mi mọ́, and I've never seen any achievement. Me, real achievement as long as I'm concerned, he has not achieved anything rather than come and turn gbogbo ẹ̀ to bala blah blah. And for Baba is a confused soul. Like Baba is a little bit confused. So for me, Baba is still a little bit confused because I was thinking like, if you can actually go and petition the whole DPP and blah 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 like that, why are you not petitioning Wumi? I don't talk say. And why are you not petitioning Wumi? There is a lot of evidence out there
Yeah,
for
but
Baba to
wicked.
petition
That's a
Wumi.
very quick one. As you know, as far as Baba is concerned, we have the critical thinkers, don't we? Very wicked lady. The critical thinkers are there to think for Baba. What do you think?
Yeah. We have the critical thinker now. They are only they are facing another side of the I don't know. All they do is that what where they are facing right now is the government. Like the government is doing another court inside court. What they are doing right now, their own opinion right now is that they don't want the trial whereby the nurse and the spending that they want the corona to finish. And I don't know what else left in the corona. The corona self goes. So they are the most confused person I've ever seen. Baba is a little bit confused because Baba can still go for another course like to petition Wumi. Baba has a lot of fame, a lot of evidence to petition Wumi. It is on the social media out there. We still kindly have a way forward, but Baba, based on the critical thinker that they have dismantled Baba, they don't carry screwdriver, plier, they have lose all the bolt in Baba's.
But very wicked lady. Very wicked lady. Baba exonerated Wumi when he said Alelokwa Mohbad. So I don't think Baba can petition Wumi. I don't really see. I mean, is there anything that we don't know that Baba can use to? Because it's Baba that is even dragging the DNA. So Baba is exonerated Wumi from the inception by saying Alelopa Mohbad Toba she DNA maso fun en to pa.
Oh yeah, God bless you. I like the fact of where you carry me go. When Baba said Alilupa Mohbad, Toba Shidi and Mashen Topa, actually Baba is correct about that. Baba is correct. Baba will not Baba will but based on what according to Baba herself, Baba said Mohbad told me that he has been cutting Wumi where they have been knocking Wumi in the Malian's house lately before when Wumi got pregnant. And Wumi herself, when Baba say all those things, Wumi said she's not interested in the DNA. Assuming Wumi has done the DNA, we might have known what crime Mohbad. So that is why I said Baba has a lot of evidence and a lot of cost to face. But the critical thinker has take plier and screwdriver to lose all Baba All the schools that hold Baba's brain, they don't lose them. They don't remove everything now. Why? If not, even the DNA itself at this moment, I don't trust the DNA anymore. Because in the beginning, when Baba said, Alelopa Mohbad, if you do the DNA, I will tell you what my Mohbad. Wumi said she's not doing the DNA that time. Now Baba is bullying her. She said she would not, she even said it that she's not going to, she said it at the coroner inquest, that she's not going to do that DNA. Even though that means truly, Alelopa Mohbad now, for Wumi not to do the DNA at that moment. That means if she's corroborating what Baba says. Because if I am the one, I will be interested. Really? What DNA? So I want to know what my assuming Wumi is really interested in what my her husband, she would have done the DNA immediately. But she did not. She was running kitty kata kata. She's just that moment. She used to say she is not going to do it. Nothing where anybody can do to her. And at that time, I was expecting Baba to petition her Ipo Onishikene. But she did not. But now she's not coming out that she wants to do the DNA. For me, it is late. Why will you say you did not do it in the beginning? When Baba make that kind of a statement, you should fire Baba with the other moment. Although she will let her, yeah, like, I was expecting her to give Baba back Woto, but that time, she's saying, no, you got new. It is because Alilopa Toto, according to Baba now. Oh, no. Umi knows that Alilopa no.
Do you know one thing, very wicked lady? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, for me, it's not that I agree with this assertion. The family knows that the child belongs to Mohbad. What's your take on that?
Who said but
No, let's just
come
say
again.
there are narratives out there that the family actually knows that the child belongs to Mohbad. So, I mean, which angle are we trying to place that? Is it because they've done a DNA test when Mohbad was alive, or was it done after his demise? Has it been shared with Joseph Aloba? And then you now see for sure that the child belongs to Mohbad. And I'll tell you something. If, wherever the case may be, someone disappears into thin air and that person turns out to be Mohbad, and there is a questionable situation around the paternity, if Joseph Aloba is indeed the grandfather of Liam or not, his DNA will have a very high percentage to want to believe that Mohbad is the father of the child. So what I'm trying to say is actually that I know they're playing all these games. We're going to use tissue. We're going to use go into the bones and go into the marrow. But I still want to believe that if there is some kind of DNA test between Jobad and Liam.
Nothing like that.
No. I'm telling you, if you
Who
do
said
it.
that?
No, I am saying, if it so happens that Mohbad disappeared into thin air and we can't find him, and there's still a question about paternity, I'm sure if they can find his toothbrush, if they can find his comb, and his hair in it and all that kind of stuff, we get to a point, but we can't find any of such. And Joseph Aloba now says in there, they took his sample against Liam. If he's indeed Liam's grandfather, we will get 60%, we'll get 65%. Yes or no? Comment section.
That's true.
You understand?
You can't get 99%.
You understand? You won't get 99%, but if we take Adura and we believe Adura is Mohbad's brother and Adura is Jobad's son, the same thing. If we take Blessing, the same thing. By the time you take Blessing, you take Adura, and you take Baba, you will get something close there, which may not be 90%, but it will still be 55, 45, and all those kind of stuff. Now, so the thing is, look, we are not stupid. there's a game being played here. The family, I believe, from my own point of view, may have engaged in the background. They know exactly what it is. We got aspect of disclaimer.
But they have a little bit of Mohbad tissue for the DNA. You can actually use that.
Yeah, but they're playing games, Anyway, let's have some.
Let me finish my this.
Yeah. So when you finish, I want to have Ebony loves you. So you wrap up, and then let's have Ebony.
Right. Let me just quickly wrap up because I just want to be free. I just want to see whatever is in my. I want to pour out. Like I want to pour my mind right now. For me, Mohbad questioned the paternity of that baby before that Mohbad plan. The story is out there. The story. Oh, Peba is in the car with them that night that they are coming back from Iko. Mom going to Ikorodu. Peba was there. Peba said it that he questioned the paternity. Baba said the same thing. Ibu Spending said it. A lot of people have come out and corroborate that Mohbad questioned the paternity. Most especially the discussion between Baba, between Mo and his father. Mohbad questioned the paternity. Mohbad, the Canadian visa is in the story of what led to the crime of Mohbad. Okay, they said they were actually fighting because of the Canadian visa in the car. Is it not because the Canadian embassy told them to go and bring, if they want to take that baby to visit Canada, they need to go and bring the DNA of that baby?
Well, let's try something. Let's try something. So this whole ASA and this whole situation about all this. Hold on. I want to touch on something. I want to touch on something because on this platform I always do one thing. When we assert anything at all, and is inconclusive and we're not quite sure which aspect of what you've just said is in the CTC, because I want the general public, the comment section to sort of.
So now we are talking with CTC.
No. Which part? No, you see, the ASA thing is not working for me. I will never go with the ASA thing. I would like anybody in the comment section. I don't know where it's recorded now. If he said this in his own mouth, where was it recorded?
This is my own opinion.
Yes.
And I'm not bullying anybody. I'm not.
No. Well, you need to make a disclaimer, and your disclaimer needs to say is your own opinion.
About what? About what Fanboy said, or about what Baba said?
No, was it? No, okay. Where did Baba say it? Baba said it.
So no, you are telling me.
No, Baba said it. Baba said it. Are we talking about Alelopa Mohbad or which one?
You don't want me to talk.
I want you to talk now.
Let me land now.
Point me in the right direction, or I'll mute myself. Point me in the right direction.
Theitguy is even
don't interject me, or you interject me, Baba, Theitguy, please. I don't want to infect my robot because it's late. Theitguy, don't forget, I am an host too in this Justice for Mohbad, and I have a lot of video. Baba said it with his own mouth, and even Prime Boy say it in a video with his own mouth, live and direct. And now you are now telling me that if it is not in the CTC, that I should not refer to it. Is that not what you are saying? Because you talk about the CTC. Because me, I am not quoting the CTC right now. I am quoting what you say live and direct with the same way you use the video of where Baba said, Alelopa Mohbad, people may not share DNA, the same way me too, I'm using the video that these people said in continuous talk. Me too, I'm using it to talk. It is what they said. It is out there, it's going viral, and I'm quoting what they say. So I don't care about the CTC. I care about each and every one that really, most especially to those that are there.
Hold on very wickedly. So what you said in this, can you just repeat it again so that we can have comments?
I said, Baba said, Alelopa Mohbad, right? Baba said Mohbad Mohbad told him
Question the
that
paternity.
yes, that Wunmi used to sleep around in Malian's house
Oh yeah,
immediately before she got pregnant.
Yeah,
God
he
bless
did.
you. Prime Boy also said in the car that they were
Yes.
fighting. It is actually about the Canadian process, blah blah blah, about the child. Prime Boy said it, so that is what I'm quoting. It is out there. I'm not lying. I cannot only go and bring that video, but none of everybody that has been speaking come with their own evidence. They were actually using the mouth. That is why me too. Mohbad questioned the paternity of that baby. Actually, I don't care about the paternity of that baby. But based on what Baba said, Alilopa Mohbad, tí Wunmi lọ ṣe DNA. Wunmi lọ ṣe DNA. Wunmi did not do that DNA immediately when Baba said it. For her to justify herself that no, ó fẹ́ táyé lọ ṣe ẹ bá lè mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣàlè ló
But
pa ọkọ.
she doesn't have to, because litigation, it became litigious, i.e., it's got up to a point where everybody have to get their own lawyers, and she probably have got the right advice from her own legal team.
Okay,
to protect her.
accepted. I think
Yeah.
let me round up. Let me
Yeah.
round up.
Okay.
Accepted. But as a lady like her that have the same purpose, the same O in her, under our leg, as a lady like her, I don't think we should. She need to drag it to the court, most especially coming from the grandfather of that baby. I'm not going to. I am talking as a lady as me. I am not going to drag anything. Only if it is coming from the moment Baba said, Hallelujah, Mohbad, tí Wunmi bá ṣe DNA, mo máa sọ nǹkan tó pa ọmọ mi. She can actually do that DNA to shut that man up.
Yeah, but Baba can also shut the public up by getting his lawyers to elevate the process and get a DNA.
No. Okay.
Right now. I'm not talking about then. No.
Okay,
I'm talking about now.
Let me now say my opinion based on what I believe is that if Wunmi is ready for the DNA right now, she can't just come and tell Baba when she like, when she feel like. She's supposed to dance to the tune of that Baba.
No, but the sex is Baba's lawyers that is delaying.
Even me, I don't pray that lawyer settle with Baba. For my own opinion and belief right now, I don't want that Baba and his lawyer to settle, because for Wunmi said, oh, they don't have the right. She said it to Baba. He did not have the right to ask for the baby paternity. Fine, let's leave. Baba should leave that DNA for now. We want to find what my Mohbad first. Since she did not go for that.
Thanks for that. Let's
but
remember the way we've been doing it. Let's hear from Ebony Loves You, because for me, as you've done.
IT, please let me come in quickly before I.
When is it my turn, IT guy?
Okay, hold on. Let
me do quick.
Hold on. Queen Abiki, I will come to you. Let's have Ebony Loves You. Hold on, we're not attacking. Hold on, very wickedly. Don't be too sensitive. Ebony Loves You. Let me have you first.
Yeah, good evening, panelists, and good evening, IT guy. Yes, I've been listening for quite a while.
Is that Richie?
Yes, Richie.
You can run, but you can't hide.
They can never hide. Yes, that's right.
Lovely jubbly. Okay, let's have you.
Yeah, thank you.
You bad boy. This is me thinking I will just acquire a new girlfriend.
Yeah, whoever suspended or something.
You are 007 indeed.
Yeah, you did know from the way she was writing down there.
I've already started making my notes to say, Ebony loves me, you know?
Yeah. I wear my G-string and so suspended.
Yeah, I take it back. It's not Friday yet. Right, carry on, Richie.
Yeah. Thank you. And what I was going to say is you mentioned something. I'm going to go in the line of what very okay lady mentioned. You mentioned something that from Baba's statement that actually exonerated Wunmi. When he said, Baba said, Hallelujah, mommy, and all those stuff. But that doesn't exonerate when you look at it from different angle, because Ali means somebody sleeping outside the wedlock, right? Which means me involving somebody, right? That's what we're saying. And if that's the case, if that's a true case, then Wumi is culpable as well, right? That's the way you have to look at it.
No, carry on, carry on.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
That's
and
the,
yes, sleeping with another
do a
man.
bit of
Yes,
exposition.
yeah. So anyway, that's just it. But the only thing I just came up, I like the fact when you were talking about the justice system in Nigeria in terms of the police. The police played a lot of negativity, and they actually body that destroyed the justice more than anything. That's my own perspective. Because let's just assume that okay, maybe from Joseph down to the baby they're playing script, right? But one would have imagined that the police would have stood their ground on their due diligence. You know, when the body was brought to the station first and all that, and was they were asking to go to another station, police failed from that perspective because police should have stopped them, take some information. They should have shown at least a great deal of interest before even asking them to go over to another place. That's number one. And then when you look at the way the police have been handling the situation with some evidences, because when you look at all those evidence that's being brought to them, one way or another, the police were involved most of the time, right? And they never came out to say anything. The only time the police ever came out on this justice for Mohbad was the very first day after the exhumation, when they were saying Mohbad bled profusely. That's another thing, which they never came out or come out to say, oh, it was a slip of tongue. That word profusely maybe it was overused. There wasn't anything like that to come out on the police to maybe swallow their tongue and then maybe change the narrative of or even maybe give it a different definition. They never did. And there wasn't any whatsoever, right? I remember you mentioned about the phone forensic. We all know, we all live in diaspora. We know what is happening when an homicide cases like that happens. Police will comb anything combable to fish out the perpetrator, but they never did. So when we look at it, all these ups and downs and all that, the police are the one messing the whole system up. And look at what happened. Yes, Joseph Alaba is fighting the DPP and all that. That's questionable for me because to me, I think that's kind of a script. Because we want to fight somebody that constitution-wise, they have the power to do and undo. The DPP and all that, they can do anything. You can't question them.
So Richie, Ebony Lord. So what's your take on one? Because I remember seeing one video. I'm sure it's a video that I saw, and Baba was going on about the police failed the system. They need to dismantle all the people that are involved in the process and do phone forensics. What does that mean to you? Does it make any sense?
For me, Theitguy, show me the money. I ain't getting the point. It's not just about the phone forensic alone, about the bank account. I keep saying this all the time. Wumi, Joseph Aloba, even up till Bosset Aloba and Ibukun or whatever you call their name, all the family, all those immediate extended family, Wumi's mom, they should have done that. And you can even extend the day. You can use like equivalent class to do it. Okay, you can do a month before Mohbad's death, a month after Mohbad's death. You have to comb it, including the telephone, digital forensic, even including the deceased phone. The police in Nigeria, they have a wonderful infrastructure to do that.
Where you are? Can I stop you where you are? Is Nigeria a third world country?
Listen to me. I said, listen, Nigeria police, they have infrastructure to do that. That's what I'm telling you.
Question. I said, is Nigeria is not a third world country.
What do you mean by that? No.
I want you to continue so I can understand what you are.
Nigeria is not that bad of a country, please.
No,
honestly speaking.
Nigeria is not a third world country.
For me, it's a developing country. I won't use a third world country.
Developing, is it not a third world country? It's a simple question.
No, for me, it's not a third. Maybe for you. For me, it's not a third world country. Is it a second
world of first priority country?
Are you listening to yourself?
Okay, hold on. I don't what's your argument now? Hold on. Ebony loves you.
I have the question.
Hold on.
I just told you, I just answered you, but
you say me. What's your point?
The question is now that's not what you don't
Let's hold on, but calm down. You will speak. Calm yourself down. What is your point? Just make your point.
Now is making people get a wrong narrative now.
Well, make your point. Make your point right now.
You need to narrate it in a very different way.
Make your point. I want you to make your point.
All right.
Please mute yourself, everyone. Say you, say me. Make your point, please.
So I'm asking a question from him.
But make your point because you are on the panel now. I want you to make your point.
Yes, I'm trying to make sense of what he was saying and
make your point. Make your point now. Forget about Ebony loves you now.
No. Why would a panelist is speaking? I want to make sense of what he's saying. So I'm thinking in his own direction. If he's thinking the way I'm thinking, and the way I'm thinking, I have a deviation, a barrier.
How are you thinking? Let's have it.
My thinking now is Nigeria is not a third world country. We all live in this England. We speak phonetics and everything like that, whatever. But the thing now is what is happening in England or America or whatever, or Ukraine, does not work like that. This is why I asked this simple question. Is Nigeria a third world country?
Okay, let's assume that Nigeria is a third world country. What's your point?
Then you should not say the word was disbursed in Nigeria will be enough for what we are expecting as where we are living. So now we have to kind of make it make sense. So there was a time that I did a campaign and I said they should be doing this and they should be doing that with police and everything. They should be trained. They should put something in secondary school for CPR and everything like that. You understand? I am a member of think tank. You understand? Per se. And there are things we think, and the one that will favor me, I will follow it with my country.
Are you trying to tell us that Mohbad's life would have been saved if people around him?
It would have been, of course, yes. We've been saying it over 20 years. We've been saying it.
But there's a hospital just down the road, around the corner.
Yes, then they can manage that. I am not Ministry of Health. But the thing is, the basic knowledge should be attributed to everybody. How can you not?
There was a nurse in there who panicked. The nurse panicked. Hold on. According to what we know, when ghost pimples kicked in, and then the guy went into some kind of arrest, the nurse panicked and ran out. And at that point in time, they were probably looking for antidotes. She went away to go and get something. Before she got back, they've already bundled him and they all went to the hospital.
If you are living in UK, you think any nurse will go and inject anybody, let alone that you see a
No, look, let's have a look at it this way. Right? In my household, I would say my children are grown. My youngest is a boy, is 16. I'm sure he can do CPR. I'm sure he can. Hold on. Listen to me. I'm sure if there's an emergency and it's me and him here and I collapse and all that, I'm sure he will probably just speak to ambulance and they say, for now, lay your dad on the side, do this and do that. It will be taking instructions and it will do the damnedest and the best it can before the paramedics or the ambulance people actually, turn up. But we can't just jump to conclusion and just
It's not
say
a conclusion. This is why I asked the question.
It seems you deviate from my line of thought.
Hold on. Ebony loves you.
I don't like this, honestly.
Hold on first. Ebony loves you. Hold
The
on.
painful truth.
When
It's a
I make
painful
it,
truth.
let me.
You don't have to like it.
Say you say
You
me.
can't always behave
Say
like
you
a
say me.
Nigerian.
Listen
Say,
very
okay,
carefully.
Gbogbo Naija ṣe máa ṣe
Say
nìyẹn
you
now.
say me. You need to listen.
You're not
In
doing
the workplace, in the UK, there will be appointed people within every single space, including a restaurant that probably have 6 to 3 employees. And then there will be someone in there who will be their guide, their paramedics. If anything goes wrong, this is the first aider and all that kind of stuff. And despite that, we have first aiders, people still die in the workplace, where you have people who can massage it and do whatever.
Even with defibrillator on the wall.
When people panic, this thing you're talking about, resuscitation, may not be the first thing. Thank God for you, because you are in the industry and all that kind of stuff. But you can't just jump to conclusion and just say people should learn how to do CPR. That doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense to you now, but it will make sense to everybody. Let me honestly tell you, if you have the opportunity to save somebody's life, even by epileptic pain or whatever, anybody that is going through anything.
How many people have you saved? Apart from the workplace, outside the workplace, if you are a nurse, how many people's lives have you saved?
You don't have to be a nurse, you just have to
I'm just asking you a question. How many people's life have you saved?
Me, nothing has ever happened. You know, we have combination of training now.
So you are not in the wrong place. You are not in the right place at the right time to actually exercise what you
I ask the question. You are not listening. You just want
the Theitguy, all this topic you are talking does not fall in line with the topic. It doesn't fall in line with what I was saying. So I don't understand why you. No, I'm not going to let you continue. I'm sorry.
Who are you to let me continue?
Yeah, then let's come into market then.
It's not your platform.
Yeah, but say you say me. You cannot come in and just try to bulldoze me off my line.
Say you say me.
Why aggression. How is it about your platform?
How can you just come in and just wonder?
I'm asking you a question. I want to understand.
Because your question doesn't even fall in line to what I was talking about. Your question completely deviated from what I was talking about.
Carry on, Richie. You don't have to worry about her for now. Just carry on.
Come on. Was I talking about how Mohbad died? I was talking about the investigation.
Interjection is not my problem. We can accommodate the interjection, but a lack of composure, disrespectful conduct, and the fact that she cannot even assert herself, she cannot engage, she's obtrusive, obnoxious, and useless to the cause.
I'm sorry.
Completely, no, you have to react. I don't want to react because it's my platform and all that. I want people to engage. But when you are that obnoxious, you can't just come in. I don't mind you coming in, and we can interject in a very gentle and mannerful way. And then I still give her the opportunity, and she's just talking shit. Literally just being crappish. And when you do that, you kill people's line of thought. Now, Ebony loves you. Take some cold water. Queen Abiki, let me have you.
Oh, Theitguy, I'm sorry. Let me just, with mommy.
After you, we have escapade again. Carry on.
Okay, when it comes to save you, save me, I want to make it clear to people. She's not a bad person. It's just we know her from our side, and I know a lot of people don't know her. Well,
I've accommodated her as much as I can,
yes.
And I wanted her to recompose herself. But I don't want the attack. I don't need the attack.
Yeah, hold on. I asked you in the comment section to bring her down. I know her, and I know a lot of.
No, you didn't even have to. I didn't even see the comment section. I knew I had to take her down.
Oh yeah, because I asked for you to bring her down because a lot of people may not be used to her style.
No, I don't mind. You see, the thing is, look, I don't mind her style. Now, if you've been nudged, it's not any form of criticism. I'm just saying, recompose yourself. I've got Richie to mute himself, everybody to mute themselves, and then just tell us your take on the matter. Don't focus on Richie. And then you're coming up with all these bits and pieces. And I gave you the opportunity, all the opportunity in the way. I gave you scenarios and all. I just want to, I want to tap into her mind to understand how to engage with her. The way I engage with her today will determine how I engage with her in future. And I don't have anything against anybody coming up. Even if you interject, if you do it mildly, we allow it. And then, yes, just go on. And then, you know, what can I say?
Okay, that's fine. That's mommy saying.
And then she's saying I'm just a puny. I'm not a puny. If you want to come back, and request, I will bring you back up again. I just want
Mommy,
I just want to hear things from your own point of view.
Let me tell you for free. You don't want to bring her right now. If the show is if you are done with the show and you want some,
hold on, Queen Abiki. Yes. Let's tap and take it to 18K. Let's share now. Queen Abiki, carry on. Let's forget about that one.
Before you bring my mommy, make sure you're ready.
You carry on first. You carry on. I need to bring Escapade in again. So you carry.
Yes.
Jack is still waiting. Jack is still coming back. So
Jack has said enough.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, this is what I want to say.
Now, don't
Jack
be
has
like
said
that.
enough.
What do you mean Jack has said enough?
Jack has said enough.
All right, you carry on. He's going to come back anyway.
Okay, this is what I want to say. When it comes to Joseph Aloba petitioning Wumi, it's never going to happen. No, Bibabada, no, Babada who petition Wumi. And the reason why I'm saying that is that he knows the truth. He can only come to TikTok and make assumption and talk about Alilupa, about Kolefisi, any document. He cannot say it under oath. Benny, and everyone is liable. Everyone has the right to say anything they feel like saying when they are on TikTok or anywhere else for that matter. But she won't be that, won't be courts under oath. Now that's when it, we here, we are arguing intellect, facts. We're talking about facts, not assumptions, not delusions, because some people are stuck in delusion. If you have the facts, bring it out. Now, when it comes to DNA, if the result will be out, when it's out, Josie has decided he's not going to do DNA. Wumi is going to do DNA. I'm not in her camp, but I know if for no reason she will do it for the sake of her son. And then it has legal proceedings. How many times are we going to say there are legal proceedings? And she has to go through legal proceedings in order to get this thing done. How many times are we going to say this? That's what I want to say over there. On the other stuff, like, if you feel the police did not do enough, they didn't do thorough investigation, you have legal team. What did they do about that? The police did what they had to do with what they have. And you feel like, if you feel in any way that it was not enough, that's why you have legal, legal presence, and you have legal team for them to go after whatever they think was not done. Look, I'm going to cut this short, and I'm keep saying this. There is nothing anywhere. You came up with a 3 seconds video. You came up with everything. You have not find anything. There is nothing anywhere. Nobody killed Mohbad. Nobody killed Mohbad. Mohbad was not killed. It's unfortunate that he has to go through the way he went. It was, what happened is medical negligence, seriously. And that's what happened. And you guys have every right to sit on TikTok and drum nonsense as you want to do look, it's your mouth. People have the freedom of speech. Take it anywhere you want to take. As long as you can't bring it to the court, shut up that mouth. Yomi sat here and couldn't take any of his evidence to coroner inquest, and then you guys come here and be drumming nonsense and be talking about issues without any evidence. If let's meet in court. You couldn't do anything in the corona when the corona was going on, but somehow you want to change. No, nothing will be changed unless you have new evidence, concrete one. Then, yes, your case may be reopened. But without that, can we please have some decorum? And you can do whatever you banter, how you want to banter, whatever you want to say. That's the problem. You have every right. It's your mouth.
You being mouth.
Let's have
I'm not being mouth. I'm being factual. I'm being factual. That's what I'm saying. But me, I'm gonna say things. When you were talking, I didn't come in. I'm gonna say things you don't like, and that's fact. Your Baba cannot go to court with any of what he's saying.
Listen, when you say your Baba, can I make something clear?
Let me finish. It will reach our turn by me. You can
say, look, already, like I said, when you were talking, I didn't come in. The only thing you can say,
I am not abusing you.
No, I didn't come in when you were talking.
Emma Boomy. I'm telling him to let you finish. So Emma Boomy.
Why do you like his thing? Why do you by
saying he should let you finish?
Let me finish. Richie, come in. I can have this thing with you. If you want to come in, you can come in my district.
I think it's turn by turn.
Okay.
Richie, I asked Richie to interject me. He can interject. I gave him that permission.
Okay, first thing, if that lady that came up to challenge me, I was talking about the investigation, I was talking about the police handling of the case. And then she came up with Nigerian case, third world case. I thought it was just going to ask me that.
Okay, sorry.
1 minute, please.
I have muted myself. Let's have Escapade. Escapade, let's have you, please.
Theitguy, what's this now?
No, let me have Escapade. Let's take it. But still, we have to rotate it. But let's have Escapade.
Theitguy, let me give Richie a few minutes because he didn't finish the last time. So
okay, now hold on. If I'm giving Richie the opportunity and he hasn't finished, right? I don't want any interjection, and I don't want Richie to go.
Oh no! Because you.
I don't want you.
To go. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to talk again. I just want to say something. Let's everybody loves you. Please, let's end everybody loves you. I'm going to say something, which is
go on, Richie. Go on,
right? When I came up, first thing I said, I've been listening to what you discussed, and I touched a question. 1 minute, I touch upon a question, then I follow my line of thought. Yeah. Okay. That's how the sequence of you, if you're on the panel.
Yeah, I know.
This lady came up. I just want to say, just for the record, this lady came up, and when she was asking me about the Nigerian third world, I thought she was going to ask me in line of whether the police are equipped or not. But all of a sudden, then turning into Mohbad's house about the north, that kind of threw me out of confusion.
Okay. Carry on now, Richie.
That's not done.
We know you know that you're discontent at this point. So
I'm trying to mute.
Nobody have lost your thoughts. Can I go ahead with my own?
Can somebody mute
you? Somebody goes ahead.
Say me, please now. Please say me, please.
Me now.
I'm done.
So Ebony, can I use your
and you this shadow boss? You know you are a social miscreant. You're a low-life scumbag that ever come across.
Oh my God.
Right? I think you're one of the paid mercenaries. That you're just like a parasite on the wet pit. You behave like an agama lizard.
Yeah, calm down.
Richie, please articulate to the topic, or do you want me to speak now? I know you.
Go on, let's topic, please.
Yeah. Richie is not going to do what. It's too big for that.
But Theitguy, I noticed something about you here. You don't allow us to pour our mind, but you, most especially if we are talking about to me, you are kind of moderating, or you are not moderating other people when they are talking about Babala Kubaba.
Let me explain something here.
You don't allow me to go deeper the way I want to go for my opinion.
I don't appreciate narratives that will confuse people, and I don't want anyone to take anything away from here tonight and say they had it from IT Guy's platform.
So you need to appreciate. IT Guy, you think I'm going to bring some narrative that has never been said before? You think I'll do that?
Subject to popular submissions on other platforms, there are some wrong narratives, and when I
will bring good wrong narrative.
Please, this is not an argument session. Very wickedly. Let him speak and let's have a talk.
That has not been said before.
You are too disruptive. You need to be told. You are too disruptive. Every time you come here, it's always disruption.
Hold on, let me address this. Hold on, Escape. Now, very wicked lady. One thing I don't on this platform is untimely interjection, and that kind of interjection that is disruptive. And I have the right to actually slow people down when I personally don't agree with what they are saying. If you have assertions, if I believe it's hearsay, and hearsay, one thing I don't like about this justice for Mohbad is that there is always going to be a difference in all the people that are witnesses and they are suspects, what the report they gave to the police, their entry into the CTC, and subsequent interviews they gave, that they haven't gone to the police to correct what was written there or go into the CTC to correct anything. And when it becomes street language, when it becomes a bear parlor chat, a bus stop chat, and all those kind of idle chat, I will still not welcome it. As much as I love everybody, I will have to nudge you. And look, on this platform, I don't entertain people playing anything. If you want to show me something and you do it on your phone and you put it on the screen, and we entertain it for a few minutes, as I've entertained that on my platform when you add something to show. I don't want to waste time, and I don't actually believe it's useful for us to be going down the lines where the chat is beginning to become bear parlor. And as much as I love everyone, when something like that comes up, I will have to reject it. And that's the reason why I'm rejecting it. You need to look at the comment section, and you need to, whether you like comment section or not, you need to kind of pay attention to what's happening there too. And if people are disagreeing with you,
Sorry, us. You mean I should be talking what they are saying in the comment section, right?
If somebody
say what they are saying in the comment section.
If somebody in the comment section,
when you're on your platform, I don't come and tell you what to do on your platform.
All right.
No, I'm just saying,
and I won't do that. I won't do that.
But one thing that's very common, which I believe that you wouldn't allow, is people insulting people on the comment section.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be insulting people on the fly. You can't come in and rubbish people and not allow people to speak and interject at will. You can do that on your platform if it works for you. But if you are in Rome, you need to act exactly the way the Romans do. If the kitchen is too hot,
I'm saying the comment section.
Richie. IT Guy has always said that leave the comment section for them to do their thing. If you focus on it, if this advocate has come up she's been saying all sorts in the comment section, I just ignored. Now she's come up, they are doing the same to her, she's complaining. You have to leave the comment section, let them do their thing, just stay on topic and do. IT Guy cannot control the comment section. Except the only thing they can do is just lock the comment section, and they won't be engaged.
I mean, thing is, look, on my platform, I don't have moderators. I don't need moderators. And people would have misbehaved in the past. When I'm on other platform, they will say, I don't know what I did to you. IT Guy, can you unblock me? Because
Chairman was your moderator, right?
Because you've been obnoxious on my platform. You see, for me, I don't even need moderator. If you behave yourself, I'll just block you. And that's me. I block the hell out of your ass. Can you imagine me go to one platform and I ended up unblocking about 15 people? Oh, Theitguy, we love your show. You blocked me. I'm not sure what I did. I know what you did. You would have actually abused me. They even come to your platform and come and abuse you. And sometimes I block them on other platforms. They be abusing me on other platforms. And I block them there. I don't need a moderator. We are adults. This is not kindergarten. Now, if I sit down there and I'm doing this thing, the last time 6.5 hours, did anybody's grandfather pay me to stay on this thing for 6 hours? Because I feel like it, because I feel like engaging, because I think we've lost our ways. I think we're not able to engage properly anymore. We are too divided, and then people will be suppressed on various platforms. But on this platform, you speak your mind and allow that to happen. Respect that and respect yourself. And if you cannot, if the kitchen is too hot for you, drop yourself. It's as simple as that. But we're not going to go down the route of paddy, and because you are my paddy, I will allow you to be obnoxious on my platform and allow you to kind of engage in a very disruptive way. Are we so local that we cannot even try and be civil? And I believe everybody is civil. I believe most of us are civil. You know, but if you don't like it here, and you think that is not the way of engaging, and you on your platform and you do monologue most of the time, you don't know how to engage, stay on your platform. Some people are used to doing monologues. They want to vent. They want to let it out. If it works for you on your platform to kind of live life that way, that's okay. But if you come here, you have to be patient. You have to engage. You have to be respectful. And you cannot be disruptive and kind of like go and congratulate yourself when you get to your own platform. I did this, I did that, blah, blah, blah. You are here, you go into another platform, you say, you know,
That's a childish.
there, you are coming back and playing all these games. But for me, I don't want to play game. I want to respect everybody. I want to open my platform to people to behave themselves. And if you behave yourself, if you offend me, and then you come back again, I will allow you. Maybe you've gone to recollect yourself. And if that's what you've done, what's wrong with that? You just carry on. So let's have say you say me again.
It's all right. Ebony love, whatever it's called. Let me just say you make a wrong move. That's all I have to say, and I'm coming down. Wrong move.
All right, come back. Don't go down.
What do you mean wrong move? Is that a threat or something? Is that a threat?
That's not the best way to do it. I mean, I think that's a cowardly way of doing things. And I really want you to come up and engage.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hold on, Ebony loves you. I want you to do it properly. But let's have Dolly P anyway. Dolly P is just Dolly P. Let's have you.
Sorry, good evening. Don't have too much to contribute. Welcome, everyone.
You always say, and then you go on for 5 hours.
Well done, everyone. And just maximum respect.
Welcome. Good evening to you.
Yeah, I really did. I joined a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to join because I saw that other lady there. And I've said it before, I don't really fancy people being annoying and just attacking people. I think the last one you did, I saw some of the comments she made, and she was really vile. So when I saw her again on the panel, I thought, let me just maintain myself. Because she was
carry on. So maybe we've been able to deal with the issue.
Maximum respect for reading out the Riot Act. We need to be able to engage without doing faction A, faction B, and I keep saying, which is what I also believe you're about, that it's not about team this person, team that person. It's about let's have what is the common sense, what can we see, what are the facts, not just somebody said that they said. And you're also right about all this misinformation here and there. People will be saying things almost bold-faced lying without finding the truth, and ask them to back it up. They won't be able to back it up. And somebody said this on this platform, but we need to do better than that, so well done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that, because my platform has always been the same. I just welcome people. I just want us to get together. I don't care which team you belong to. If you respect everyone else, we are okay. We're just good to go. And I don't like that disruptive moment of someone actually thinking they're untouchable, and you can just come on people's platform and just meet. And then if that is entertained on other platform, that's fine. But open your platform, do anything you want to do on it. I can sit down the window 5 minutes. If I'm not enjoying it, I move on to the next one. But you just cannot kind of come to an enclave with noble people, very enlightened people, intelligent group of people who are accomplished in their own vocation, multiple vocation, respectable people in our community. And then bring yourself to disrepute by constituting yourself into a public nuisance. It won't happen. It will not happen. In my own jurisprudence, on my platform that I settle, that I champion and give the voiceless voice, I know people who will go to other platforms, they will never bring them up, they will never allow them to speak, they will never give them the time of the day. And out of my own magnanimity, I give my time freely. I open my platform with almost, if it's food, you would have said the IT guy is the most abstemious guy you will say, come and eat. You want jollof? Yeah, start cooking jollof. You want akpo? Start doing the fufu. Now that's who I am. I don't know how to suppress people. I don't know how to stop people from expressing themselves. I just don't want fight. I just don't want woto.
I think I put clapping of hands. You're afraid. You're too hungry. You don't want to clap for yourself.
Everyone, you would have king of woto. How ironic.
It's too
Thanks. Thanks for reminding me to clap for myself.
Now, well done. Yeah, I don't sleep. I don't wake up.
Hey, golden say you, Mama, waiting can happen to you now. Say, waiting you they dream of. Not be. Tell me it's not Gola dreams. So
you want me to kill myself? Yeah, well,
is it Gola you are dreaming about or something? Okukumba.
I just wake up.
Because I know you. You are an aristocrat. You are an aristocrat. When you start, we don't know whether it's ice cream or whether it's bola or whether it's beans or whether the beans is hot or the whole place will just be steaming, man. You are welcome. So, what have you got to say to us now that you are awake?
You people have said everything now.
Oh yeah, say your own now. Say your own.
Wait, I won't talk now. Wow. Oh yeah, then borrow me. Wait, I will talk.
Yeah. Okay. So, what will they talk about? What we conversing about is simply the status quo, where we are, all the distraction, and it doesn't matter. Everybody is just speaking their mind anyway. So whether it's Obelegushi stuff, whether it's Yomifa Biyo, whether it's Babao, whether it's Wumio, and as you can see, everybody is there. So
okay. To me, I will start from that ABC.
Okay.
That Oba. I don't think we should put more dragging about that Oba, because why did I say so? Is because that thing, when they dragged the Oba back then, you saw what happened. And I thought we even talk about that and it has already slid. I don't think we should go back again on what we've let go. And concerning those guys back thing, what was his name? Arifa. Because by the time they will start dragging the Oba now, and maybe it might easily affect him again.
But do you think it's about dragging?
I don't think so.
No, do you? Okay, let me engage you a little bit. I'm not sure whether it's current, but I think it's recent. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I saw Arifa on his chest, prostrating and begging Oba to forgive him. Is that current?
Yeah, very correct.
If
Right.
you say
Now,
okay, if
I saw that. Now, if it is current, anyone who knows on the panel, what exactly was he onto? What's his game?
Arifa can beg the Oba that if he knew that I accused the Oba wrongly, if I wrong you, I have every right to tell you I'm sorry.
But why now?
Because I know I did something wrong.
No,
But
I think
why
it's a domino effect. I think.
Yes.
The domino effect is that when the story came up again,
when the woman came back out again.
Exactly. I think that's what, so one way or the other, the whole issue, old wounds,
came up. The one has been managing with plaster.
So I think it's kind of thinking, okay, before somebody throw me under the bus.
Before they go and lock him up for good.
So I think he did the right thing, actually, to be honest.
No, I think Golden Seal.
Sorry?
Yes.
Golden Seal and Richie. Now, Ebony loves you. Now, you see, the way I actually see the situation, if that was me, Veron and Arifa should not have come back to TikTok. I think I would have sat on Windows, I would have joined a panel, I would have gone with the flow, but not to go back and open my platform again. I mean, how can Arifa redeem himself? He can never redeem himself. I always see him as a liar. As soon as I see his face, I just see a liar. A traitor.
I hate to say this. This is like a mystery.
Yes.
It's a mystery.
Okay, Mr. Rishi is saying something. Go on.
Sorry, I just believe it's a mystery on hand for these guys. You know, they need to create content and
Yeah, but I mean, okay, let's say people make money off this app. And because we are crossing jurisdiction, and in Nigeria, whatever they make on their platform and all the gift they get means a bit to them. Can they not find work to do? Even if you have to go to the marketplace and go and do marua or go and do omalante, can they not just find their men?
Yeah.
Can they not just find something to do with their lives rather than the fixation on this justice for Mohbad? There are other quests out there. They can go to YouTube. They can go to Facebook. They can look for something else to do on social media. Does it have to be them coming back to justice for Mohbad?
Can I say something about that?
Go on.
Now, if you tell them not to come on the to open a platform, I don't think it's the right thing to say. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying they shouldn't open a platform. I think you need to tread carefully. If you've been wounded, just like Ebony Loves You just said, the old wound, because that woman came out. If you've been wounded before, as a wounded lion, as a wounded soldier, and all that kind of stuff, your comeback may be quiet. Your comeback may be hiding behind someone's platform or going to other platform. When you go and open your platform, and everybody that is coming onto your platform knows that you are a liar. You are a dangerous liar. You are not just a pathological liar. You are a fabricator.
Objection,
you are a human being that manufactured the way to discredit someone. You manufactured it. You went out of your way to go and employ people to engineer a process. If that was Nigeria and you engineer that against Tinubu, you will be like Nnamdi Kanu right now. You will be like Nnamdi Kanu right now. It will be a treasonable offense of which you will never get out of it.
So are you saying they should turn TikTok to a minefield?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when Arifa came back, he should have come back quietly. Now, when you come back and you're still setting up a platform, your customers, what are they buying off you? What are you selling to your customers?
IT guy.
This is my problem.
You're
these
speaking
people.
like Uyinbo person that's living in the abroad. You don't understand what it means to be a cheap celebrity. You don't understand that Onatija at Onatimu is really.
I understand it. I just cannot thought that.
You're talking about.
They can come out in any form.
They should have shame. How will you have shame?
They can come out in any form that they want to open a live stream, but.
Oh yeah. Look. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. Nobody.
On what they want to say.
Hold on. I've been prompted. Now take the likes to 20K. Otherwise, I'm going to shut down. I think we've been quiet now. We've been lazy. I want the like to go to 20K, please, everybody. I beg. Because they're beginning to tell me to tell them which two numbers are the same. Like I'm blind. But because you guys have not been tapping, they thought we are idle. They want to shut the platform down. And you know, when people say we are flagging, they're not flagging you. It's just that we've been idle. We've not been tapping. Tap and share. Come on. 10 people, 100 people. Doesn't matter who joins. For me, let's just keep it alive. Let's enjoy ourselves as much as we can before I drop off. But please, let's take it to 20K before we carry on. I beg. Make una not let my time go to waste, because I love to engage properly and then take it to the end. The gifters, if you can give to, if you give me elephant, if you give me malu, if you give me goat meat, if you give me snake,
I'll be loading the lion for you next time. Listen, actually, I'm getting a bit tired. I want to quickly pop into Paparino briefly to wish you.
Okay, so yeah, I also want to wrap up as well, right? Because we are getting up to that point. It's getting close to that point. Anyway, Aristocrat, let's have you.
No. Aristocrat spoke like. Do you not since my 2 minutes opening?
Oh yeah. Okay, carry on. Okay, carry on.
So back to what we were discussing before the rude and polite distractions. We were talking about the way forward, and then Jack did this thing, and he
your emperor escapade is speaking now. So tap. Your emperor. What is that guy will say? Emperor and waiting soldiers and gladiators. Who is the gladiator? Let's just carry on tapping anyway.
Jack did this thing, and he said he doesn't know the way forward or whatever. There is a way forward.
Okay.
And the way is there, he's right there, staring us in the face. See, one thing we have to realize is that you do not move from one place to destination by staying in the same place. If you stay in the same place, what you would have is movement, but you are never going to get motion. So say, for instance, you are going from Lagos to Ibadan, and you stay at the Lagos toll gate. You can stay there for 100 days. You can jump, run, dance on that same spot. You'll be getting movement. People will be saying you're moving, but you are not getting motion. So when people still come, we're talking about the way forward, and they still come and tell us about Baba said this, this person said that, police did this, police didn't do that. That is still staying in 2023. This is 2025. A lot has happened since then. Evidences have been given. People have spoken. We've seen even the Shitu said at one point, this has been established. He got injured, he was treated, he reacted, blah, blah, blah. Every time, you have to establish facts as you go along, you know. But the thing what I find is that people do not want this thing to end, because it is not, the end of it is not looking like what they want. They keep saying we want justice, we want justice. What is the justice that you want?
Can I interject you, please?
No, please, let me finish. Are you going to be long or is it quick?
No. I just want to make a correction of something, because you did it before I slept.
Yeah,
and now you are repeating the same thing.
Quickly, please.
Thank you. You always say people. No, you have to use some people. Use some, not everybody. That column. Don't put everybody in one column. Some people want it to finish when some people do not want it to finish.
If I say people, I'm talking generally. I don't need to say some. If I say people and you believe that I'm talking about the whatever billion people in the world, then you are not getting what I'm saying. When I say people, you should understand what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. People do not want this thing to end because of the way it is going. You get. Everything is pointing to the facts.
Hold on. I need to interject you. I love the idea of you saying people don't want this thing to end. You need to make that clear. And then
that's where I'm going.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, because if it ends, some people will lose relevance. Some people would have nothing else to do. Because as it is at the moment, this is what is keeping some people going. I'll give you an example. They say that if you leave grains in the garden, rats will fester. Because some people are still stuck in that 2023 is why you would have people like you or me coming to give you this, keeping you there and making this thing drag for long, giving you things to talk about. Because people they like the optics. They want to see somebody like he did going to Mohbad's house, doing this, saying that it's CCTV when he has not actually moved. Again, it's all movement but no motion. Yomi are not taking this case from where he was before he came to anyway, because he's not been successful in all that he's provided. But because he's giving that optics, he's giving people things to see that suits the narrative that they are pushing, they're happy to engage in that and keep the conversation going. It is established, because I don't understand why somebody will say, I called the nurse. If Mohbad told me the hand was swollen, I invited the nurse. I couldn't get to the nurse. The nurse came the next day, injected in, blah, blah, blah. Same with what Wunmi said, same with what Adra said. The nurse actually came and said the same thing. And you will still get people say, oh, they have still not told us what happened in the house. Yes, Wunmi should know what happened in the house. Adra should know what happened in the house. And they have told you what happened. But because you don't want to believe it, you still keep going back to that point where you still want the conversation to keep going, and we're talking about Baba saw blood, Baba didn't saw blood. We've passed all that stage. If we look at all the evidences before us, we can see that this is what happened. And Jack is gone now. He keeps on talking about homicide. He was spied. What evidence do you have to say the guy was spied? There's not one single one. What we have been able to establish so far, he got injured, he got swollen, somebody was called, the person injected, he reacted. The nurse said exactly the same thing. But you still get people saying the nurse does not exist. Because why? It is not going where they want. They still tell you, women have not told us what happened. The 15 people in the house have not told us what happened. They've told you. It's you not believing what they have told you. And because you are not left that door of them maybe being right, you not let it open. You've shut that door completely. You want to believe they are wrong. It's two things. Somebody can be wrong or right. But when all the people in the house are saying similar things, and you that is not there, you are coming up with narrative like what Aduke came today say. Baba said that she said, oh, Mohbad has been complaining about the paternity of that child, and then she's talking about Baba saying that a woman was sleeping around. That was in the Malian's house. That was before they even got married. If she was sleeping around and doing all those stuff, would Baba still allow his son to marry her? Let's be logical here. Sometimes we go to the conversation, just go to like level 3, like we're just level 3 students. Let's move up a little bit and start reasoning and be critical. All of those things, even if it was true, was before they got married. But Baba still wore a filler, was dancing at the wedding and the naming. He was there. So all of those ones have been nullified. You can't say, you know that your daughter-in-law is sleeping around, your son is complaining to you, and then they still got married, they did whatever they did. You wanted the placenta. Why would you want the placenta?
Just to chip in. Have you heard the latest family member giving the narrative of what actually happened on the christening?
Which family? What
2 days ago.
Who is the person and what did they say?
The family member who happens to be a close relative of Joseph Aloba. And it kind of described the hastiness taken during the christening of Liam, that they were rushed out and put into one hotel and blah blah other story.
Christening of Liam.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Richie, that's not new.
That's not new now. That's not that man that said that.
We knew that.
It's been so. All of these things are just irrelevant to what exactly happened.
Okay.
The man that everybody is saying.
I
get what you're saying.
Just listen to it. So.
No, it's been long. The man said this. I think it was since last year. This man is fighting over the placenta of that same boy. The same boy that everybody said to is now coming to make it look like, oh, I don't believe in that. The boy is Mohbad's son. So we need to accept that, okay, these are the facts. People will come and say, oh, we are fighting for the so that Nigeria will be better. They go to the National Human Rights Commission dashboard. The report for 2024 said there were over 2 million complaints of human rights. Why is it only Mohbad that everybody is focused on? You want to repair Nigeria. Why are you only on Mohbad? Because you're getting money there. Every day there are human rights issues. If you want to show you mean that his thing for 6 years was inactive, suddenly jumped on Mohbad case and is stuck on there and he'll be saying, I'm an activist, I'm a this, I'm a that. If you're an activist, go. There are so many cases. You can't just stay on Mohbad and then be deceiving people and be claiming you want to repair Nigeria, you want to repair this, you want to repair that. It's unfair. Let's leave the door open. As public, we should be open-minded. You are not supposed to take side. You can't say you are public, and you are looking to nail one person. You can't do that. You have to be open-minded. And if you don't have one single evidence to say, oh, this is the person that is likely to have done it. Evidence, so not narrative or people thinking, imagining stuff, conjectures and all of those things. You would accept that, oh, maybe this girl doesn't know about the death and move on. That is the way forward. Let's not stick to 2023 and still be imagining they saw blood, they didn't see blood. Police didn't do this. Police said profusely. Police didn't say profusely. All of that is irrelevant. Look at the facts before you now, the things that people have said that looks close to the truth. The man that everybody is the man that. Sorry.
Tap. Just put tap.
The definition of truth.
Okay. Let's.
See, the thing is, Richie.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah. Let's carry on tapping. It's time to kind of wrap up. Everybody said their piece, which has been useful, engaging, and all that kind of stuff. I hear you excavate about the way forwards. And I can see exactly what you're trying to assert, and I think it makes sense. But how do you sell it? How do we sell it to the general public? I think that we're going to have to need another Yomi Fabi reincarnate. We're not sure it's going to come in front of in terms of the saint or the devil or the money grabber. Whichever way, but we're gonna need a reincarnation of someone similar to Yomi Fabi, the way he came in, how kind of like warm and pleasant it was. He was a criminal that came at night, and then in the day now, it's now a devil. He stole your money, he ran away with it. Oshekini olule ba, oshekiji olule. Semajeko sheketa.
Let me just have 1 minute to round up.
All right, carry on.
Yeah. So again, I know Richie is talking about truth, or if you are going to contest the truth, you have to come with facts. No, not like you are thinking or people are imagining stuff. And then on the issue of Yomi, many Yomis will still continue to come if we are still stuck in where we are, because Yomi will telling you that, oh, he hit his head on the whatever. He still said it today, or was it yesterday? Maybe the father and the mother, they didn't tell them that they hit his head on the blah blah blah. But Gurexi himself went to see the body. He saw no other injury. Baba's lawyer Odumosu said there was no other injury on the body. Pathologists are saying there's no injury on the body. Nurse said she didn't see any other injury. The hospital they took it to did not see any other injury. So why do we still keep believing this man and still we are going to get justice for him? When we have people like Richie, you seem to be knowledgeable and intelligent and exposed, and you are still stuck in that area. Why would people that are not even as intelligent
Why
not
would
be
you want
there?
to insult me now?
No, I'm saying I'm not insulting you. I'm not insulting you, because I'm saying.
So listen, escapade.
No, okay, let me finish you speak. I didn't interject you. Let me finish.
Your
Finish.
choice of words.
Let me finish. Okay. When we are sorry for using your word. Sorry for using your name.
Escapade.
Yeah.
Please be gentle.
I'm gentle. I think he's just taking it too far, but now not use his name. Let me carry on.
Richie.
That's what I'm saying. You need to calm down, Richie.
Don't be too touchy.
When you say yours, nobody makes noise.
No, escapade. Let's be gentle. But Richie, please don't be too touchy. All right, carry on.
So when we have people who are educated and intelligent and are still getting stuck in that,
and we all are.
Exactly.
Let's just be gentle.
Yeah, and that's why people like your means will still keep coming, and the guy, the Damola that sold the whatever to that emailed, thanks for the gift, the Damola guy that sent the message to Yomi saying that he has a video. It's because people are still in that, they're still stuck there. So they're feeding them things that will make them stay there and would make the conversation keep going and going and going and going. But the facts are there. The coroner will come up with their report. I don't see how the coroner would say Wunmi did it, from what we have heard, from the CTC we have seen. And anyone that is saying that she probably did it, you'll be hearing, oh, she sleeps around, oh, she doesn't know how to cook. Is that the evidence you want to use against her? And some will say, oh, she needs to come and tell us. She's told you, but what you want her to tell you is that she did it. You want somebody that you're alleging of a crime to tell you that they did it. You should be the one to show them that they did it. And you haven't got any.
Escapade. Let's hear from Kilatungbo. Let's have you. As we're wrapping up, I want to make sure anyone that comes, everyone that's there. Kilatungbo, are you there? Or should I drop you? I think I should, because you can't just come up and not speak. Now what I'm going to do, I need one more person to come up. We are wrapping up now. Whilst that person is thinking who is going to request first, Aristocrat, wrap up for me, please. Aristocrat, the wise one, are you there?
What do you want me to wrap up? I'm enjoying you people.
Why did you come back? You can't come.
I had meeting, so.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, àwíjàre kí tọ́tọ́ lẹ́nu.
Okay.
We've been saying some among us have been consistent in their analysis, advocacies, in what they believe in. And I think it's right for everybody to stay true to their conviction. If at the heat of everything, heat of you saying anything and some gangs of thieves, we always come out to cause children that they've not seen before, write letters to people's offices, look for people's names, check them out, asking after their progenitors, where the history of their family starts from, and go about just to be making fool of themselves. When everything was odd, some people stayed true to the path they are convinced about. And I think at the twilight of this whole thing, people should continue to stay true to themselves. Well, only God knows what transpired where you are not. We will only listen to stories that people will come out and share. And Yoruba will say, ìròyìn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè tí ò bá lékan á dínkàn. That means tales from other cities. If you don't minus, they will plus. It depends on where anybody is seeing it from. People should just do whatever they do with the conviction that posterity will judge everyone. And we are alive today. Some people were there yesterday. Many of them are not there today. We are alive today, we do our part. And also people should not turn themselves to adjudicators who judge people, dictate what other people would say, tell them what they would say or what they would not. When you put vegetable in a plate to eat eba, if he's about to finish, you add another one. The one that was there before will not say, I'm your senior. You join together and do what you have to do. But most importantly is, I always take from what everyone has said. Today, everyone is talking about Mohbad's case. As at when Mohbad died, there have been hundreds of cases, even in Lagos State, which I can state or itemize or list out of the young people who have died mysteriously in questionable circumstances, even the ones that were kept in detention that were killed. It is an ongoing thing because it is life. And what is life if these things don't happen? It's going to be boring for the active people. I think larger percentage of we folks on TikTok should also vie out to see some cases. If anybody wants to get involved in cases like this, I have good list of plenty of them that I can always point people to. We can take our knowledge from Justice for Mohbad, our experiences of what we should have done in situations as such as this, our analysis for those who have critical mind to, not Kubiru, to see what we can do if we find ourselves in situations like this, and to see when things like this happen that we can do to avert it, and also to be in general well-being and peace with other people.
Aristocrat, sorry for interjecting. Do we, from your point of view, do we have a way forward? Is there such thing as a way forward? Should we disengage from the notion that we'll ever have a way forward?
I've spoken of way forward several times, and I think I'll be sounding like a broken record.
Okay, keep it brief. Give it 2 minutes.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about way forward before.
Yeah.
So the way forwards are there.
Okay.
Public should act as public. Public should understand something, and I think it's a form of advocacy actually for us to understand something. What made the Western world the Western world is because the citizens are involved in things that go on. It is because the citizens make their voice known when they have to. It is because the citizens understand that tí ará ilé ẹ bá ń jẹ ìjẹkújẹ lọ́sàn-án tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ fún ikọ́ tó máa wú lálẹ́ òní jẹ́ ẹ̀sùn. They know that.
Àbí ìgbẹ́ tó máa yà all night kò lè jẹ́ kí mú sí mi.
You understand? And that is why when something happened that is close to you, get involved and ensure that it is resolved. One of the biggest problems of the African society, I won't say Nigeria, because many of us make error of saying Nigeria. We need to go to other countries. Nigeria is angel in some African countries. It's an angel. The Nigerians, we are angel when we see them, even though we know say we bad. So if me as a Nigerian can see myself as an angel with some African communities, it then means that we Africans, we fail in many things. We fail to recognize that today is a stepping stone for tomorrow. And if today there is an error, you refuse to correct it, that error will still be there till generation to come until you correct it. So we should stop this attitude of when things happen, we put it under the carpet, we sweep it under the carpet, we will meet it there. And this is what happened. It is the same thing that is happening to our bad governance. It is the same thing that even when government is working, you don't see it as working. It is the same thing that we lack trust because we ourselves, we don't even trust ourselves. So how do you trust government? We continue to paint ourselves as the right one while others are wrong. We are all wrong. And until we come together as a people to begin to call spade, spade, to say this person did this thing wrong, call it out, move on from it, and let such person learn from it. We should stop this attitude of there are sacred cows. If this person is with us and he has done something wrong, let's say it in closet. If this person is not for us, let's come to the public and shout on it. It's stupidity, it's mediocrity at the highest order. So, and I think that is the way forward. Today, I tell you something. There is no justice you're going to get from Mohbad that everybody will see as justice. Because everybody has taken a position. So we at times I was telling someone, so which justice do you want from government? If government gives you justice today, nobody all of una go accept it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like for me, yeah, I know my part, I know they do too much. I go just talk like this, I do what I want to do. I go my way. If you like, abuse me. If you like, no abuse me. Now you get your mouth. You know, change my name. You know, add $1 to or a cent to my pocket. But most importantly, I just feel, let's just do the right thing. Say things when it has to be and enjoy your life. I like women. I like money. I like life. If you like, you to like things. Make friends. Make business. Don't make enemy. We feel no day here tomorrow. Thank you very much, host.
Can I just add something?
I got up to a point where I'm thinking. Let me tell you how I feel right now. It's almost over. Now, Dolly P, go on, wrap up finally.
I just wanted to add as well, I think way forward, I think there are two things that comes to mind. I think one of the things that that would have really helped is if Nigeria was a bit more transparent with things that are being done. As much as I don't want us to have this social media policy thing that they were thinking of before to regulate it, because social media is good. It gives people the freedom of hearing their opinion, hearing and being able to talk to one another. But let me tell you something. At the point, I was thinking to myself, with this justice for Mohbad, they might just make the government rethink it. And the government is not doing it for their own purpose. I mean, obviously, they will be shutting people down. The reason why I say is this. Whether Baba, whether Josie, whether Adura, whether Wumi, Arifa, all of them, these are real people that people are saying things against without evidence. And as much as you and I, we are sitting down here feeling comfortable, having the conversation about them, I wonder how, if people have actually thought about how this impact other people. Casting, character assassination, saying things that may or may not be right, you know? So I really wish the government was transparent. Maybe for this, for example, the CTC, if it was publicized, if it was maybe put on, maybe they did it where everybody can watch and listen. Because you will hear people that will go for CTC. It is something else that was said. It is something else that will come and say on their platform. And unfortunately, maybe because of laziness or that thing about black man, you want to hide something from a black man, he hide it in a book or something. People will not go and check the CTC transcript and read. They will just say, Baba said, Baba Sokwe, Baba Sokwe, and that keeps going on. So I wish maybe, because I remember when O.J. Simpson happened, this is way, way, way back. I don't know how many people remember O.J. Simpson. Yes, people had a lot to say in the public, but what killed us the speculation was there were people, I remember then, back we didn't have internet then. I mean, well, we had internet, but not like this. People were watching the trial live. They were hearing everything live. So you can't say Baba Sokwe. You'll be like, we watched it together. So everybody knew what channel to go and watch the O.J. Simpson. So I'm thinking to myself, if this Mohbad case was really transparent, if when as the case was progressing, it was really transparent. All this, and we went to the police officer, and the police said we will not be there. There's been so much room for people to come and add, subtract, and put EO over pepper, over salt the whole stew. So I think it will really be helpful if our judicial system or the investigative system, I don't know where to place them, will have been better to be transparent to kill this. But the second thing is this, and I keep going back to it, more than anything, I think this has opened my eyes. This justice for Mohbad is why do you check for things yourself? Because people will say and do things just to fit their own narrative, whether to grow their own platform, whether to fit their own imagination, or they've built something in their head, and by God, or whether you like it or not, it must fit. You were talking about what happened at the naming. I remember I briefly watched one clip where BJ or that big breasted woman was talking about. Can you hear now? Can you hear what they said? They said they were carrying green cooler. Green cooler, not well. I was thinking, what has green cooler that they used to carry meat? What has it got to do with justice for Mohbad? But she was emphasizing it as it was important. And then if you're not careful, you just get derailed by it was green cooler that they used. It was red cooler. But you don't go back to ask yourself.
I love the meat pie. The one where Yomi and his people, when they did the outing, I miss out on that meat pie. I want my own.
Can you imagine? So all those distractions, they did.
I want my own gala and my own Sprite and Coke.
You get carried away that you will finally, you now know what is the cocoa in way ring. What are we trying? We're trying to find who killed this person. You guys are hung up on, they use green cooler, they use red cooler, So we need to, I think, for me and for everybody on social media, especially now, it's not our own case, but maybe tomorrow it might be you. Make sure you have a way of finding out facts so that you don't get sucked up in one way or Baba sorry, well, they said that. So I think those two things is what I'm taking, that we can use it to move forward. We can use it. But this justice for man, like someone said, no matter what they say, when maybe in the next 15 years, somebody's still going to be accusing that it's Baba that did jazz, or it's Moyo that did jazz, or somebody, they will still, people have their own. I saw something on the internet, said, I used to have a mental, he said, the write-up said, I used to have a mental illness where I believed that logic will make people change their mind. Whether you like it or not, no matter how true. That when I saw that write-up, I said, no wonder. You will see some people, you'll be telling them, but this is what they say. They will still come and tell you, no, that is not what is there. That is like, can you not see? You'll be wondering to yourself, but because they've got their bias, because we are human beings, I suppose, they've got something in their mind. And until you fit that picture, they won't let go. So whether you like
we may need to move on, and we are not on Paparano's platform. I don't have gifters though, but the next 5-10 minutes before I drop off, gifters, gift. Tap. Just keep tapping. Let's take that tapping to 25K. Gifters, where are my gifters? How can Escapade be on 506? Where are my gifters? Any gifters? A gift.
Thanks for the gifters. See, the thing is, the red flag.
No. Jokes apart. Let's keep tapping. The next 10 minutes, I will be off anyway. So you guys, look, me, when I come online, I barely see anybody. 2 people. When I normally start with my music. I play my music, nobody. And then after 15 minutes, I'm getting disenfranchised. And before I know what's going on, the moment I start seeing 15 people, then I know we are getting there. And we got here. I don't know how many hours I've done so far. I don't care. I think at the end of it, I will get more. Anyone who wants to gift, just don't sort of like say, if I don't give Queen Abikio, if I don't give Aristocrat, or if I don't give Dolly Pio. Yeah, it's just what we do. Thing is, anyone can challenge me from now till tomorrow. I've never cashed out on this app. And anything, I always find a way to donate it, whether it's someone's birthday and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just one of those lacram to sort of like say, we appreciate people, we appreciate their comments and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you do it, you do it. If you don't like anyone and you don't give them, it's all right. But and for me, just take the tap into 25K. Now, how are we going to wrap this up? Right. Let me see if I can invite this lady. She can wrap up for us. And once she does it, if she accepts, and that will be the end of, I think really, I'll probably come back again on Thursday. I don't even know what prompts me. Sometimes I just think about this thing. I just kind of thought, you know what? I have a bit of free time. Let's go for it. And, 1 hour and we're still here and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I love it when I see people respectful. We've been very good. Comment section has been great. We haven't had to. Have I blocked anybody? No, I have actually suppressed people for the entire session. I haven't blocked anyone. Richie, are you my moderator though? You don't have to say yes. Don't worry. Put it in my DM. Because I know people I can remember, chairman I can remember the sniper. And if you are, don't say yes, just put it in my DM. Because I saw some people came up out of nowhere. I thought, could that be Richie? It could be. But even if it's you, don't worry. Whatever the case may be, again, it's been quite engaging. We've exhausted the process. I kind of would like people to take something away from here tonight. Escapade, Golden Seals, Very Wicked Lady Dolly P, Ebony Loves You, Abby, Aristocrat, Queen Abiki. Let's take something away from tonight's discussion and engagement. I will make some notes. I will sit on Windows. Butterfly on the rose. I will find. Let me quickly just wrap up with this. Now, if you find out that I've blocked you, it could be I feel like blocking you anyway, which means you are not on my platform. I just think about you and I just listen to you saying something somewhere, or I just see your comment somewhere and I just decide to block you. So that's one. That barely happens, which means I will unblock you eventually. Now, I could be somewhere. People don't like my voice. They don't have my narrative. They don't like my submission. They'll be cursing me on comment section and I will just block them straight away. So sometimes I may not block you on my platform. It could be somewhere else. And yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I don't bear grudges. So yeah, I just, unblock. I mean, people come with their if you come with your secondary account and you tell me which account I need to unblock, I will unblock you. It's only just that maybe at the time you made the comment, I wasn't quite happy about it. And I don't have to be happy about it. It's just that people just come and just, I can just be on any platform. They just say, this IT guy is a foolish man. I will block you straight away. And that is not even on my platform. I'll just block you there and that will be it. And if you use your pseudo secondary account and then come and say, IT guy, why did you block me? Then I unblock you instantly. And that's me. It's only that at that point in time, you can say, IT guy, yeah, Ori a Shogbale, and all those kinds of stuff.
Only block industry.
People will just say this thing. I mean, I don't waste time. I just block you straight away. And it's not on my platform, but it's just that, what have I done? If I always say to people, do it your way. If you don't like my voice and you don't like my submission, you are better off blocking me. So when you listen to me again and you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have blocked, okay, let me unblock this guy. And that's me. But to wrap up, if I give anybody a chance to speak, it will take us away from Paparano's birthday engagement. if it's still on. But even if it's not on, I think I have actually done the judicious thing. Out of my magnanimity, I've actually been able to engage people. We've made progress because we've been able to sanitize the process. We've been able to debunk all sorts of wrong narratives. We've actually had several people talking about the way forward and way forward. I think way forward is actually key. I think we will get there. I think that it is high time we stopped. Zero tolerance, the disgusting way of just putting money somewhere. It is not about transparency. It is not about accountability. It's about using your common sense and actually knowing that in our Obodo, Nigeria, if you are steadfast and you are law-abiding and you actually choose to give the system what is needful in terms of taxes, and you go to church every Sunday and you give them your tithe, you're still not going to get anywhere. Nigeria, according to Fela, Nigeria still the way they. We are still where we were in 1960. The difference in 1960, we knew not what we were doing. And then we have our second constitution, whatever revolution they call it. And then obviously that was written and manipulated by a military personnel and military personnels. And since then, we've been in their den. And we then have this situation where the military power is weakened. Military probably won't take over for a lifetime. And then Alagbada, the Agbada wearing leaders that we have right now. My plea to our Nigerian leaders is that Tebanji Owo, if una dey steal money, how much money can you steal in a system before you start feeling sorry for your citizens? How long does it take for our system to come to disrepute and have Nigeria Limited all over again, where we suffer as citizens? A lot of people will be careful where they travel to in Nigeria. That's the people, indigenous that are there. People in diaspora are also careful to want to travel. You can be kidnapped. Even the ones there are kidnapped. And that's where we are. And we are not making progress. And we have stopped being the giant of Africa. Because being giant of Africa is not about the populace, it's not about population, it's not about education, it's not about the process of Nigerians are the best in the world, the best cook, the best lovers in South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Kenya. All the Kenya, Zambian women, South African women have taken all our men. All the women in diaspora that are Nigerians are lonely. You know, summer, winter time, there's no Nigerian man to warm their bed because Nigerian man are about the Zambia, Kenya, Zimbabwe, South Africa. You see, we screwed ourselves up. We fucked ourselves. We displaced ourselves. And we cannot even wake up one day and come back and say, this is Nigeria. And I think Falls is one of them that this is Nigeria, this is America, and all this kind of black movement and all that. We are in a limbo. But I kind of hope that we can take something away from it. If I have the time on Thursday, I will come back out again, and then we engage again. But on that note, my superior people, my supreme people, the show again has been wonderful. You guys have been beautiful. Whether you support Wumi, you support Baba, you support Darosha, you support Adura, you support Mama, you support Yomi, you support Paparano, you support Theitguy, Aristocrat, Queen Abiki, Ebony Loves You, Dolly P, Escapade, Golden Sales, Very Wicked Lady, Supreme Iron Lady, Susie for Justice, who's now Susie Empire TV, African Television, Olori Ebi. Have a wonderful night, my beautiful people. Until we meet again, God bless you all, because I love you, male or female. Doesn't matter where you sit on the fence or wherever you are. Stay beautiful, stay supreme. Until we meet again, it's good night and God bless. Wonderful people, I love you all. I'm going to do my kiss. Mwah! And I'm going to see if I can find a kiss on the sound and do some kissing.
Okay.
Good night.
Right, good night, my wonderful people. Until we meet again, stay blessed, stay supreme, and I'm sure it will be beautiful again when we get back together. God bless.
Okay, life we need now. The everybody know me. This is not gonna play me. Oh, and I'm way. This is block with that. No more about nothing. This is by. Èmi ti block wèrè dà bí ti ẹ.
Ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní búlísì ní ti ẹ̀.
Irú ya wèrè ìyá ẹ̀yẹ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn náà. Mo ti block gbogbo èmi owó gbogbo wọn mọ̀. Tí Lizzy bá wá play ẹ̀.
Okay, Lizzy ló play ẹ̀.
Lizzy ló play ẹ̀. Òun ló play ẹ̀. Ó dà pọ̀ ọmọlẹ́ni yẹn ní ìtìlọ́nà ti mú sí police station. Ṣé irú yẹn ò ní láti wà lẹ́wọ̀n?
Ó ní Lizzy ṣe rí ṣùgbọ́n ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ọmọ òṣì.
Ó ní bóyá ó ń lo àwọn pété ọwọ́ yẹn gan ó ti èyí mi dáadáa ó ti pẹ́.
Ó ti ń jẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀ báyìí nísìnyí ló ní kò léwu. Ó ti ń jẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀.
Ó tẹ̀ tún sọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan pa Lizzy ní ìrántí mọ́. Ìyẹn lédi.
Ìyànjú. Gbà yín ṣiṣẹ́ kẹ́ wá máa mú ìwọ̀n wọlé. Kẹ́ máa mú ìwọ̀n wọlé káwọn fámìlì yín.
Ẹ wá ń ṣọ̀gà yín. Èèyàn gbádùn nǹkan tó tó yẹn sílẹ̀. Ẹ wá ń jí láṣọ. Tèmi dọ́gba náà ló jì sọ tó ní gbogbo ọmọ kan láàrin ọmọ tí òun tó ń jí òun láṣọ tó tún lọ́ọ́ gbà.
Ṣé bí máa ń ṣe fún ẹ ti wà pé máa ń ṣe fún Ìyá Ìbàdàn lónìí? Àwọn ọmọ kẹ́ wọn.
Ọlọ́gbà sí ti Ìyá Ìbàdàn tẹ̀lé ńgbà yẹn. Lizzy náà sọ ó ní ti Ìyá Ìbàdàn ó ní òun gbọ́ bá ó ní òun ò ṣe sọ òun ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Tí Lizzy bá sọ̀rọ̀ wá ní ẹ ti ẹ pọ̀. Ó ní nǹkan táwọn mú mọ́ra ló ń lọ lọ́ọ̀kan yìí. Nígbà tí Ìyá Ìbàdàn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òun ló ń lọ lọ́ọ̀kan yìí. Torí aṣọ là ń sọ yìí. Bóyá wà tá à ń ta wòsíwòsí wọ́n ń jí wa ní kábọ̀tìbọ̀tì àjọ.
Wọ́n ń jí
wọn làwọn ọmọ burúkú yìí ò sí. Níbo ni wọ́n sí? Onísọ̀lẹ́nu ọmọ gbogbo ọmọ yẹn onísọ̀lẹ́nu. Nǹkan bí aṣọ mi ìsìn fi òní wa. Ó kẹ́ tí mo voice note tó jáde lẹ́yìn náà mẹ́ta yìí. Àmọ́ rí mi ìmọ̀ bóyá ẹ tún gbọ́ yẹn náà. Ti bíríkìlà. Bíríkìlà tó wá ti jẹ́ ní sáìtì.
Wọ́n kọ́ fún ọlọ́pàá January òṣìṣẹ́ òòdù nígbà. Yorùbá tún ní o.
Èyí náà tún wò yẹn náà. Ó wá lọ kọ́ọ̀dù Mr. Lawan. Ibi tí yẹn ti ń para pé.
Ó jẹ́ láìpì pé oyè tí máa yẹn sílẹ̀ fún pé tọ́ bá ti di ẹ̀dá.
Ẹ sọ fún mi bọ́ ọ̀sọ̀ ẹni ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kan fi gbọ́ kí Mr. Lawan wá sọ.
Ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n náà kọ́ ti kówó iṣẹ́ fún un ti pẹ́. Àwọn àtijọ́ wọ́n ní mo pé explain ìkíní yẹn.
Wọ́n ti kówó artisan ni tó ti yẹ artisan ni wọ́n ti kówó fún láti January iṣẹ́ tó dẹ̀ máa ṣe mọ̀ wọ́n yẹn ti sanwó sílẹ̀ pé tí kinní yẹn bá ti rẹ́dì títí ẹ̀kọ́ ní pé kó kọ̀ ṣe kinní sáìnì yẹn iṣẹ́ bíríkìlà iṣẹ́ gbogbo kinní yẹn kò kàn tó ti yé yín kó kọ̀ mú kó kọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ títí ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ lọ dáàzọ̀ iṣẹ́ tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe kò lo 30 minutes kò lo 1 hour ó wá ní o ti ra kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ product àbí chemical nǹkan tó fẹ́ lò ó.
Ó lóun ti ra chemical.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n wá tí wàá rẹ́dì bíríkìlà tí ṣe ló ní chemical tí wàá expire ẹ̀jọ̀ tí bàbá tiẹ̀ máa expire at least to take like 12 months àbí 1 year báwo ni nǹkan ṣe máa expire under 3 months So mo dẹ̀ wá ń gbóhùn ohun aláàjì yẹn lèmi tiẹ̀ concentrate mọ́ pé tó bá ti bí ẹ dáadáa tó bá bí ẹ re àbí kó má sanwó yẹn àbí kó má ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn àbí nǹkan kan ó dẹ̀ ti lọ gbá tíṣà níbi because iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe òun làlájà ti ṣe yẹn because signboard àbí nǹkan kan ló dà pé ó fẹ́ ṣe síbẹ̀ tí California yẹn ti yẹn lọ.
Ibi ara fẹ́ǹsì yẹn ibi ara fẹ́ǹsì
on the fence.
Ibi ara fẹ́ǹsì yẹn design pé kó kọ̀ọ̀kan kò California kó California sára fẹ́ǹsì yẹn.
Òwò ẹjọ́ kí ló wá prompt yẹ tó wá mú ṣùṣù.
Sọyẹ ó wá rẹ́kọ̀dì máa yẹn.
Ó wá lọ gbé rẹ́kọ̀dì máa yẹn.
Bí ní ìsìn ẹgbẹ́sẹ̀
àmọ̀rí ẹ̀dùn àmẹ̀bọ̀ àti gbogbo.
Ó lọ gbé fún àmẹ̀bọ̀ ni àmọ̀rí ẹgbẹ́sẹ̀ fún yàn kẹ́ni ẹ máa gbé kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ yìí kẹ́tí wà lọ pẹ̀lú mi kó máa ṣe tẹ́ bá máa pẹ́ nìyẹn tẹ́ máa fọwọ́ ra lórí mi. Ẹ̀bùn máa yẹn wá para fún pé màá tí ẹ̀ mọ́lé ni wàá rí ibi tẹ́ wọ́n rò bóyá àwọn polisi èèyàn wá kán máa gbà yín lẹ̀ ibẹ̀ lẹ́ máa pè é kíní kan ọba lè gbé fún ọ pé ó ń jẹ́ tì nù ó dà pé ó wá lọ police station àwọn ọlọ́pàá wá ní pé bóyá kó san owó ẹ̀ fún un bóyá kó bá san fún un á ṣiṣẹ́ tán àbí tẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ wọ́n pè mí gbé mọ́ra wọn.
irọ́ owó ọlọ́pàá ní ìtọ́jú ní pé lẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ti wá sọ.
àwọn náà lọ o ẹ lọ wo mọmi Adébíyìnpé ẹ mọ̀ pé ọwọ́ ọ̀dọ́ wọn gan mo ti gbọ́ sórí yẹn fúlì ọ̀dọ́ gan mo ti ẹ mọ̀ pé Lizzy kọ̀ rè lórí mi Lizzy náà wò ní fún ọlọ́pàá wọn ò ní ṣe kankan bọ̀dọ̀ mọmi Adébíyìnpé gangan lọ́wọ́ àti analyze ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lèmi gan ti understand ó dà pọ́n ó lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá
ó gbé ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé nígbà táwọn àti wá béèrè owó yẹn padà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló wá lọ sí station pé wọ́n ń threaten òun tó ti yé wọ́n béèrè owó yẹn padà lẹ́ because àwọn èyí ti lọ gbẹ́lò mí wà fẹ́mi ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí wá ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n pàlàyé jọ pé irinṣẹ́ tó ń lò àwọn tó ń sanwó fún wọ́n ti padà sí Port Harcourt
ilé ọba
ó ti expire kíní kan.
ọwọ́ Lizzy nation ló dé yìí ṣé kí ẹ ń gbọ́ wa lábẹ́lábẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ mi ò gbọ́ dáadáa ẹ mọ̀ Lizzy ò kì í Lizzy ò sáré expose àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó máa ń so mọ́mí Adébíyìnpé tó wá explain mo tó wá mọ̀ èmi rí tẹ́yìn àmẹ̀bọ̀ ń gbé ẹni tí wọ́n ti jẹun wọ́n ti Lizzy tó wá ti ń gbé mi ò ń gbóhùn mí ní parọ́ fún wà mí ilé ara mi ò ń gbé sí ètò ìléwọ̀
ẹni wípé ẹni pé pàtí yẹn gan rojọ́ owó ẹjọ́ mọ́ rẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti sanwó iṣẹ́ fún wọn ti ṣe everything ó wá lọ ra ìwọ́n tó tí ìrìṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe ó wá lọ ra nǹkan sílẹ̀ níṣìṣì pé ó ra nǹkan kan ó wá tó báyẹn máa dẹ̀dẹ̀ tó ti yé yín ó wá ní àwọn tó fẹ́ gbà ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n wá láti ibi Port Harcourt kò sí ọ̀mọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ òun náà ti padà síbi tó ti wá ìwọ́dẹ̀ ti sanwó iṣẹ́ fún wọn ti fìbínú padà ó sanwó iṣẹ́ fún yẹn ó dẹ̀ fìbínú padà sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn kò tí torí pé mọ́mí Adébíyìnpé rọ́bìṣì voice note yẹn tó ti yé yín òun ni ò jẹ́ kó lọ síbì kankan.
They will all hear it. MHM now we know. Me here, I am not nobody, but the kind of customer every northerner that wants to buy like anything, I'll say, oh, kilishi or anything, any food stuff. I say they should go to Anamayo. I block her. I beg this woman. I called her. I said, Abba, don't do it. He said she has come out for me 9 times. I went and checked. I went back to her. I said, no, she has not been out for you at all. Now she will know. The customer she has lost. Well, she will not be able to open her mouth to say it. But me, I know my community. I don't know anyone that goes there again. Because me, I'll tell them. I'll tell them if you go and they go and post something for you. Look at the person that is so nice to her. Look at what she did. Talking to you that she doesn't know. Go to Peckham and buy your things. Don't go there. She will know how much. She knows how much I patronize her. She knows how much comes out of my pocket to her. But I block her from the day.
You know why I don't want to mention all those people that are on Facebook? All because I've already read them the eye. Then far. You understand? That's why
Ori is no longer on Facebook again.
So that's why
really with TikTok.
Not there because Yeah, so text them up the one. They are here, they're not coming.
I know it's because of they were talking about the girl that went to her. That was why
Talk about
have you ever seen me mention? I stick with your rule. I don't break your rule.
I know.
Èmi tẹ̀ ti block wo, èmi ò tẹ̀ lè bí ẹ̀ gbogbo nonsense tó máa ń ṣe.
See them, they are here.
Everybody.
And even though they are not here, they'll be still recording you, and you know what about them. All those people, I don't want to even know for them because you know what? Jerry kankan wà. Ẹyẹ ká máa kọ́ bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀ mọ̀. Tí èèyàn bá kọ́ gbọ́ lórí social media, ẹ̀yẹ́ dàgbé ìròyìn tó mọ̀. No matter how tẹ́ni ẹ bá jẹ́ speaker sẹ́, èmi sì ń sọ níwájú àtẹ̀yìn, má jẹ́ kó súnmọ́ ẹ. They will sumo you because of disadvantage of very lára ẹni, not ẹ.
Naam.
You understand, ma?
Yes, naam.
Search all of them that is on that social media, on that Facebook, that they have not one place to another. You understand? No other that say no. If they fight you, they will enter your son. If they fight you, they will enter your son. They fight all of them. You understand? So I've searched. I've not seen the one that stand alone and say, okay, I'm from trash. I want to beat myself. You understand? So and I didn't see it then like that guy say, I beg you. Because they don't trust them, like that's me. I will never trust anyone.
Know your platform knows how to keep one. I'll say I'm going. Somebody will say something again. I'll say to here, your platform has that. By the time you spend how many hours here, you will not know. And there's no insult. No insult.
Yes.
Zaggy. Why?
Yes, now. If you want to say something, I will say, come on. Say it. After, go down. No fights here.
All right.
Yes, you understand? There are some people that don't trust. That man stand up. No, never, jamais. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. They don't have any protection. They don't have anything. Don't trust them. Okay, tell me who you want to trust after them. They want to fight for their pockets, you know? They are fighting for their pockets. If they are not fighting for viewers, they are fighting to bring out of your own panelists here and join to their own. Begging. No trust them. And you know why I like Lizzie? I normally say about Lizzie and Johnny, be careful. Amori, be careful. Mr. Rita, be careful. You know why I like Essie? Be careful. Mokolela, my sister, be careful. All of us say, let us be careful. Don't trust human beings on this social media. Never trust them. They only come to search for their mouths. Interest is in Oluba Ondebe. Interest is here. Nobody is helping anybody.
No, you said it today. You said she's the only warrior. She is, and the people that buy her bucket are the warriors. Is that not true?
Yes.
People that put food on her table. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at one of this thing. That mental testimony. What is her name?
No.
Okay, you see somebody my age, 63, they will still be doing zagi. Just abusing. My grandchildren, we now go slowly on this thing and you hear the voice of their grandmother. At 63, you see it. Grandmothers, we come on platform and lose themselves. Yeah? An old woman like me, why should I insult anybody? Why? We only communicate with each other. Bring your view, I bring mine. But no. You say an old woman, you say it's cruise. What's cruise?
Easy. Lizzy sọ pé kẹfù wúlẹ̀ lọ ẹ fílẹ̀ lọ́rùn no using no content ẹ fílẹ̀ lọ́rùn ẹ jẹ́ kó bí àbí ṣé dandan ni ẹ fi ní sílẹ̀ ó ṣayé ẹ̀ kò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ kí lẹ́yìn wá kò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ kí lẹ́yìn wá dọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ tọ́ ṣáwá tọ́. I used to like her, I used to follow her. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń wá fún stop. Ṣé tẹ̀lé statement kan tó tẹ̀ tí wọ́n bí mi nínú tọ́ntọ́ ní before he used to dance. He used to dance but now yes no ó yẹ kó máa jó dákú ni. Ijó náà ló yẹ kó máa jó lọ. Ijó ìtọ́jó lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ìmélòó ni ìwọ́tọ́wọ́tọ́ mélòó lọ́ba post. At least she done this time now. Since all these things. She make a video now. To and she dance. How many no trend here? Nígbà tó tún gbé yẹn náà wọ́n tún bu o. Wọ́n ní kọ́ wá wò ó. Àwọn àgbàyà àgbàrádára. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Lójú wọn ò kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n ní ìgbọ̀kọ̀ lórí bíbá ló sí ẹgbẹ̀rẹ̀
wọ́n ò kúrò náà wọ́n dárúkọ.
Mo sábà tí mo sọ on screen record yìí ilẹ̀ fẹ́ mi ìfẹ́ platform mi jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ sí record yẹn máa gbóhùn yìí náà bí kíkọ́ ìbá àbẹ̀ kan wọ́n máa kó débi facebook ó lè yàtọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ owó bíṣọ̀mù yìí wọ́n máa wá ìdí yín káàkiri ni. bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe lórí bíbá yìí máa yàtọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá tẹ́ṣe wọ́n á máa ṣọ́ yìí ni ọjọ́ tẹ bá sì lè ṣe mistake upload kan bí bíṣọ̀mù yín àbí kọ̀kọ́ wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọ́rẹ́sì bí sórí ìbúlé wọn lórí ni tó ti yé yín ibi yàtọ̀ sí tó ẹ̀mọ̀ máa ń gbé kọ́ òyìnbó máa ń kò tọ́ sọ lórí ẹ wo ṣọ́ta ṣe ń jẹta ẹ̀ṣẹ́ rí ẹ lọ́wọ́ káàkiri yẹlẹyẹlẹ ohun àwọn tí òun yẹn gan ń bẹ̀rù pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣáàgbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ni wọ́n máa pọ́hùn yìí káàkiri ní
tó fẹ́ gáàgì wọn ni
ilẹ̀ rí.
wọ́n fẹ́ gáàgì wọn ni àwọn inú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ń ṣe ni ayé ìgbà tó máa ń ṣe gbogbo rádà ayé máa ń ṣe ìgbà máa gbé píkṣọ̀ ìrìn kí a gbé kìíní.
àwọn ẹlòmíràn láìkí ẹ àtijọ́ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bíbá ẹ̀ máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ máa ń gẹ̀tẹ̀ nígbà kan gbóhùn ọ̀hún tó wà bíbá ẹ̀ kó máa gbóhùn ọ̀tí kó tó gbìyànjú ló láìkí ẹlòmíì fẹ́ gùnkè ẹrú wọn máa bá ní kí n máa lọ sọ bọ́ táwa ti búyàn wọn ò ní skill record wa wọ́n bá ti kọjá wá rí pé wọ́n lè nǹkan tó sọ ìgbádùn ẹ máa ní kán máa lọ tó bá rí pé ẹ̀ ń sọ nǹkan kan wọ́n máa wá tẹ̀lú wọ́n ní wọlé òkè ẹ̀rí 65 àwọn mẹ́rin là ń kọ́mẹ̀ntì àwọn márùn-ún àwọn yòókù nǹkan wọ́n wà lórí òkè wọn 60 yẹn òkè náà dúró sí tiwọn àwọn ò bọ́lẹ̀ wọn ganu síbí ni wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ bó ṣe máa bá kẹ́ tó rí sí yìí wọ́n máa kọ owó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ó ní ó ti lọ gbé fún yàn ay náà kọ́ náà sọ pé amọ̀rí màlẹ̀ orí kíní ẹ̀mọ́ tábà ti búyàn àwa rí pé kí n dọ́dọ̀ mi wọ́n má ti pé platform ilé ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan lọ bá náà búyàn wọ́n wá ganu orí ibú wa ó ní tọ̀nà àsìkò àtúgbẹ́ àkọ́tà ṣòwò wa wọ́n lè mọ̀ pé àsì fún àtúnṣe kó káfẹ́ sọ lórí ti emation a gbọ́dọ̀ tú mílẹ̀ sọ nípa Lizzy tó ti yé yín ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà tó ń jẹ́ tiwọn yẹn mí ní mi ò fẹ́ mo fẹ́ pọ̀ sí ọdúró kùsì kíní ẹ̀ tó bá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wá pé mi ò sí níbàá akọjá ogun ìbọ̀lẹ̀ ìtọ̀ tó yàtọ̀ àṣẹ rọ́bọ̀tà àtàwọn nítorí àpá àtàpù ni.
I'm doing it already.
No, fóònù kejì láwọn lọ kò bí ẹ. Tó ti yé yìí, olóṣèlú àwọn èèyàn, ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ míì lọ. Àdéyẹ o, we dey here to ká máa bọ̀ wọ́n. Àwọn kan wà mí fẹ́ mọ báwọn èèyàn ṣe máa sọ ní tí ó bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi kò lè ní wíwáàsì. Tí ó bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi, ó kún kọ́ yẹn ni mo avoid. Gbogbo nǹkan yẹn ni mo avoid ẹ̀ ni. Tí ó bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi wọn lè mọ̀ adẹ́mi tọ́wọ́n náà bá ń gbọ́ wọn mọ̀ pé ibo ló ti sọ̀rọ̀ yín mi ò sí ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló ti dìde ẹ̀rọ kẹta bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ wọn kan wọ́n lè líkì àsì ni èmi ò dé láìkọ́ máa mi ò mẹ́tí mo fẹ́ líkì ẹni tí ò sọ owó bíìsì mi fẹ́ líkì àsì ẹni tí ò sọ oúnjẹ mi fẹ́ líkì àsì ẹni tó yẹ pé máa wò wọ́n gbà máa pe eléyìí kẹ̀ òun tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹlòmí máa làbò sórí social media látàwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni ó máa la kó social media data oníṣẹ́ kan tó ń ṣe ibi tó ti ń jẹun rè àwọn ọba tẹni jẹ́ ibi tó ti ń jẹun rè gbá téèyàn ní kẹ́ má gbé fọ́tò òun kẹ́ má gbé fídíò òun tẹ́yìn kan takú síbẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe pé fún yín ni wọn ò ní kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì ti yín náà ẹ wá kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì náà àbí ìtọ́ pọ̀ wọnú fákàsì.
ṣe é lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ sọ yìí ṣe ní àwọn ẹ̀gbàtà búrò lọ́wọ́ ẹni mi mo bóyá mo pé máa mọ ẹ̀wọ̀n tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí ṣé ẹ̀gbàtà búrò lọ́wọ́ pípé yìí.
mo lọ́wọ́.
lára àwọn tó wá bú Lizzy ni wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́nímọ́ọ̀sì tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sì ń ṣe àwọn yẹn náà bọ́ta àwọn ẹ̀gbàtàbúrò bàbá bú Lizzy lọ.
ẹ̀gbàtàbúrò kọ̀ wọ́n lójú kú mà ní wọn ìyá àtọmọ mà ní àbẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ọmọ
ṣé ìyá àtọmọ ni wọ́n ní.
ìyá àtọmọ ní.
ṣé ẹ̀tún àtọmọ ẹ̀ ọkùnrin àtọmọ ìwéke. ìyá àtọmọ ni àbẹ́ ìrìbó bí ìyá ṣe ń gbà ṣé ẹ mọ ọkọ tó tiẹ̀ pa mí lẹ́yìn bí ìyá ṣe ń gbà ọmọ ń gbé bí ìyá ṣe ń gbé ọmọ ń gbé ìgbà tó yá ṣe ibó tí yẹn lọ́jọ́ kejì bóyá ṣe ń jẹnu rẹ̀ ìwọ náà kí n tiẹ̀ yèyé mẹ́jọ ó ti rí pé yèyé mẹ́jọ ti fẹ́ yí ọwọ́ wá sọ́dọ̀ òun bó ṣe ṣe ń jẹnu tó fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ wo fídíò bíbù yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí pa.
Òun dẹ̀ ló ń gbàdúrà tó ń forí kan rí báyìí.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ́wọ́ fídíò bíbù yẹn ẹ máa rẹ́rìn tó jẹ́ pé ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí dá. Wàhálà yìí ní ìrírú ẹ̀yìn láyé ẹ ti gbé iye tí bẹ́ẹ̀ kú yéye mẹ́sàn-án pa. Tẹ́lá yìí bọ́ ṣe tọ́ eyín 360 degree. Ìwọ náà kí n tiẹ̀ èèyàn ní o má gbé kó má lò fẹ́ dùn ṣé dandan ni òun tọ̀rẹ́ ìyálé òun tọ̀rẹ́ ìyàwó kí n ti yín kí bí òun tí ìyá jẹ́ gbé lọ́mọ ń gba ẹdún lójú kan.
Bó ṣe ṣe wáàsì fún Lizzy bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣe ṣe fún òun. Tẹ́lẹ̀ mo bá ìpàdé láìkí lójú rẹ̀. Sísá Àmọ̀rí.
Ṣé àwọn ọmọ yẹn mi rí wọ́n rí o?
Mo máa láìkí lédi yẹn o. But mo sọ́ọ̀rì gidi gan, mo love Lizzy ju ẹni ọ̀dẹ̀ lọ. But mo láìkí lédi mo ní ọ̀bọ̀ ṣe rí jọ yẹn. Àti orí TikTok, àti orí Facebook, àti orí Instagram, mo make sure pé mo ò follow ẹ̀. Mo patronize ẹ̀ náà, mo máa patronize ẹ̀ tí bá fẹ́ ra kíní fáwọn èèyàn pé to understand. Èmi yìí láìkí GM àbí kíní àwọn Brazilian kíní kan, mo máa ń rà. But mo dẹ̀ láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó yẹ kó ń ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀.
No. Pàdánù ẹ̀yìn orí price 25.
Ó ti kọ́ ló ń ta nǹkan tí
25,000, 10,000, 15.
Ó ń ta nǹkan tí ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé you are doing your business, she is doing great, she is doing better. Èmi tí mo ti pẹ́tipẹ́ púpọ̀ kò bímọ nǹkan ọ̀kọ̀ bẹ́yẹn. Mo dé láì ní wọ́n máa ń jó àwọn àtọ́kù ẹ̀ tó máa ń ṣe ẹ̀mọ̀ tí ẹ̀mọ̀ tí ó máa ń wọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀. Ohun àtọ́kù ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé kìíní I'm very beautiful.
Bàbá àlọ́ lọ sí ọmọ pé kò bímọ.
Àní tí mo ti pẹ́tipẹ́ púpọ̀ bímọ.
Ìyẹn lè rí ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Lizzy ló jẹ́ kí wá mọ̀ dáadáa o ìgbà tí wọ́n pe tí wọ́n sọ mọ́nímọ́ mi mo kàn máa ń wò pé mi kì í fọ́lò wọn lórí social media lórí kìíní yìí mo pàápàá máa stroke tá máa rí oríṣiríṣi orin àwọn ọkọ àti ìyàwó tí wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe.
Ẹ ṣe mọ̀ wípé nítorí pé ọjà ló ń tà kò ṣe speaker ní Instagram ni kò ìpẹ́ náà tóun náà wá sórí Facebook o tó wá sórí TikTok o ẹ máa wo mi.
Fọlá tí ìgbà polówó ti pẹ́ o.
Fọlá tí ìgbà polówó ti pẹ́ ẹ̀. Ó lè máa polówó
tẹ́ máa ṣe àtìkù
àti Fọlá náà kò mátà náà but ó ṣàní láti ṣe kiri. Wọ́n ní ìgbà kan o ní parọ́ fún mi ìgbà kan òun àti Fọlá ò sọ̀rọ̀ and I think mo wà ṣọ́ pé ìgbà yẹn ó dà pé ó ti rò tọ̀rọ̀ pé ọmọ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló wà ládùúgbò ó distance pẹ̀lú Fọlá. Ìgbà oníjọ́ mẹ́ta ló dàbí pé
kí ló ti sọ̀rọ̀ tíjà bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbà náà máa ń gbàdúrà tí orí bú wọn sáré lọ patronize ara wọn.
Wọ́n máa tàbí jẹ́ èèyàn máa gbé.
Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé ẹ ti mọ̀ kábò sí ni.
Mo mọ̀ tún ju àwọn tó máa tún bú Lizzy lórí TikTok tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀bùyọ̀ fèsì àfẹ́sì ẹ̀ ń gbé ẹ̀rí ẹ̀ tó gbò.
Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni kó yá dá sí ọlọ́sẹ̀ kó yá dá bóyá close mọ̀ tó kó yá dá sí ó yá máa polówó jewelries.
Ó máa polówó ní kó dá sí.
Because Lizzy ti gbèjà ẹ̀ kò bá Lizzy tí mo pé kò bá yìí bọ̀ kó tó gbèjà ọlọ́ṣẹ́ ń jọ yẹn o ẹ mọ táìmù kan tí lady kan tí ọlọ́ṣẹ́ ní kọ́ bó ń wá lady kan gbà yẹn tó ló bá fún 1 million pé tó bá fi lè ní méjì yẹn táìmù yẹn ni Lizzy gbèjẹ tó ń sọ pé ló fi gbèjẹ ẹ̀ ń gbà yóò gbèjẹ gan mo lè wọ pé lady
ó dà pé mi náà rántí tó sọ wípé
nǹkan tí ó jẹ kó dá sí kéèsì
ẹ máa rò bí agbègbè rẹ̀ ló lè tẹ́kì nǹkan tó ń tẹ́kì ni.
ó ní àwọn gbé ó máa jẹ́ kẹ́lẹ́ òbí kó ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ àwọn ló gbé ló fi sọ pé kọ́bọ̀ wà máa ní wípé òun á fún 1 million ìyẹn omi ní pé bóyá ó máa hàn mí ó tẹ̀ sọ́pọ̀tì ẹ̀ gan èmi kọ́ wo ṣó yẹn nà wọ́n ṣó Lizzy yẹn mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé torí ẹ̀ méjì yóò jẹ́ ara dá sí ló jẹ́ ara ń jójó yà gbé pàǹdà ìwé yà bá fi polówó ohun tí mo lè fi ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ mi ò lè jẹ́ ju báyìí lọ báyìí má jẹ́ dá sí jẹ́ máa bẹ advertise ọpọlọ dẹ̀ ló lò ihun tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n tó wájà sí sí yẹn yes because wọ́n àti ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ close ohun àti lady tó wà tẹ̀ yẹn close.
ó lè lọ orí Instagram gbọ̀ngàn wá bá yín dá sí.
ayé yẹn á dá so lady yẹn ò dá sí o kó tiẹ̀ gbí pẹ́kẹ́ kó tiẹ̀ throw shade gan kó throw shade torí mo gbọ́ ṣe àwọn tí ò tó tàjà ló máa lọ dá sí kílẹ̀ wí dá sí kí ni wà. Because nǹkan tí Lizzy go through lady yẹn náà go through ẹ̀ because ohun voice ẹ̀ wọ́n lọ fi ń ta ọjà títí ẹ̀ tíye tó bá polówó wọ́n wá lọ ń kọ price ní lórí lady yẹn náà lẹ ti kọlù wọn á tún pé òun ò fẹ́ gbogbo orí burúkú tó ń ṣe fún òun yẹn tó bá ọlọ́dún ọmọ máa fi ọjọ́ òun tó máa fi máa ba ohun bọ́jọ́ òun jẹ́ mi ti gbọ́ bí tó ti call out èèyàn rí dáadáa so òun náà mọ ọkọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ that is why the lady yóò ṣe that ó mọ̀ pé get you right but she's afraid ó mọ̀ yes ó mọ̀ pé wrong ọ̀ṣọ́ ti lè yí so that is why ni kò ṣe dá sí rárá kò tí ẹ̀ tó ṣe dì rárá ó kàn máa advertise irú àṣírí àbíkí ló ń jẹ bí mo yẹ láìkí wọn ẹ̀ tó ń wà tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ wàásù mo máa láìkí
èmi náà ẹ kọ́kọ́ má já ṣíṣe ẹ̀bẹ̀ má pọ̀ tẹ̀lé ìgbẹ́jú.
ó dẹ̀ ti sáré bọ́ta.
ìwà láìkí pé kí ló kọ ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ lè máa lọ ṣe.
ìyẹn tún kọ́ o ìyẹn tún kọ́ o ìyẹn tún kọ́ o ìyẹn tún kọ́ o aṣíwájú ìkọ́ báyìí tó ní aṣíwájú God bless you. tó máa ń kéwì tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ táwọn ọmọ ṣe ń gbòòrò. aṣíwájú yẹn mú aláìkí ẹ o. ó dẹ̀ sáré bẹ́ bọ́ta wàhálà rẹ̀ táyé bọ́ bọ́ta wọ́n náà fọwọ́ fún ẹ báwo rí kí ló lè tó yìí kí ló ẹ wo woman church kan náà sì mo sọ pé tí Lizzy bá tún rí kíní woman yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ fún létí mo jálu show woman yẹn ó wọ wòlíì ni ó wọ church ó gbé picture sí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wá dúró ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ sí Lizzy problem tí mo ní tẹ̀yẹ̀ yóò ń ṣe báyìí. ọ̀rọ̀ bóyá tí Lizzy bá wá fáwọn àwọn èèyàn máa wá bá wọn máa gbàdúrà ní wọ́n máa sá fún yín because God cannot be born ó lè wọ́n sọ àdúrà kó wá ní church owó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ sí ó ní ṣé Lizzy Ọlọ́run ni tó fi máa sọ̀rọ̀ síyàn ó sọ̀rọ̀ débi pé ẹnu ti gbé ó tún wá lọ ní ilé ọmọ èèyàn kan ṣe kinní kan ẹ̀wọ̀n ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ mi lẹ́wọ́n pé tí Lizzy bá tí ó bá fi lè lọ rí ṣòwò yẹn láti àbí táwọn wọ́n rí ọ̀nà rẹ̀ tọ́jú sí Lizzy ayé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ lórí ṣíṣe.
èmi tiẹ̀ máa ń béèrè pé kí ló wá fẹ́ kí èmi bú mi kí ló fẹ́ kí èmi fi bú ẹ padà kí n fi Jesus Christ máa bí ẹ nǹkan tí mo bá ní ilé púpọ̀ ni mo máa fi bú ẹ ni.
ẹ máa ṣe láwọn èèyàn ẹ ní jókòó ara yín tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nìsín wá ní Lizzy tù wọ́n ní Lizzy tuntun bẹ̀rẹ̀.
ti sọ ọkọ fún yín nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń pín Lizzy ló fún wọn ní fíìmù Lizzy sọ pé tí ayọ̀ bá wá fún mi ìṣe èkúté mọ̀dà lóhùn tó ọwọ́ dẹ̀ rẹ̀ ayọ̀ èkúté ìṣiṣẹ́ ní mọ̀dà lóhùn kú ní ìtí wàhálà lóhùn.
But Aunty Amori, I will not lie to you. Their life will never remain the same. I have seen many. I am telling you. Their life will never remain the same. I'm telling you. Kò gbérí mọ́. Ilẹ̀ gbígbẹ ni ọlọ́tẹ̀ ń gbé. Kò gbérí mọ́. Wọ́n lè ní fèmù yẹn at that moment o, but what are they gonna do with it? Kò gbérí mọ́. Wọ́n rò bí ó easy ni. Àwọn tó ń wá tó máa ń wo pé àkíní kan, àwọn tó máa ń retrace step wọn back, ẹ rò bí àwọn kan dédé retrace step back ni. No, there is a reason why tó ń ṣe retrace their step back. I'm telling you. There is a reason why. Àwọn tí wọ́n wọṣọ sùtánà, ẹ̀yin rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọlọ́mọ, ẹ̀ ń ṣe kíní kan. Iṣẹ́ tó lọ́wọ́ bá sùtánà.
Ajọ́ sùtánà lè wọ̀ ọ́.
Jẹun iṣẹ́ tó lọ́wọ́ bá ṣe. Kí ni sì bá wá wá fún yín? Tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fáyà yín pẹ̀lú aṣọ sùtánà.
Wọ́n wá ní wọ́n ló náà ṣe jù pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Wọ́n ló náà ṣe jù, wọ́n ló ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù, gbogbo èèyàn ló
Wọ́n ló ti sọ̀rọ̀ sí
kí n ti yín tó pé ìsọ̀rọ̀, kí n ti yín tẹ́yìn ni mo ní mọ́tì tó bú. Kí n ti yín. Àbòsí ẹlòmíì pa àbòsí yìí ti pọ̀ jù.
Bàbá dẹ̀ mọ̀ wò sí àti ṣe bí kò sí mẹ́ta mẹ́rin.
Tí ló bá ṣe bá lórí ẹ̀ tó máa lọ́wọ́ fún.
Àbòsí ti pọ̀ jù. Àwọn fámìlì mọ́ ní mọ́tì náà.
Pásítọ̀ tá à ń sọ ẹ̀ nísìnyí, á ti ṣe sóòdì mẹ́ta mẹ́rin.
Ṣé ẹ̀rọ àwọn fámìlì mọ́ ní mọ́tì ni? Kí ló ń ṣe náà? Wọ́n fi pọ̀ tó yẹn.
Wọ́n tún ṣe wáàsì.
Ọ̀bẹ Lizzy àgbọ̀n ọ̀bẹ Lizzy.
Ọ̀bẹ wọ́n ní èèyàn kan fi ẹgbà náà wọn ní ṣèmọ̀ tí àmọ̀rí ló gbé ṣá tí ẹ mọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe àwọn ti pọ́pùlà.
Lẹ́yìn lẹ́gbẹ́
àti àmọ̀rí ló gbé.
Bọ̀ tí bàbá kan bá fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn.
Àmọ̀rí ló gbé.
Wọ́n ti di ìtì.
Tọ́dọ̀ yìí ni mo ti wọ̀ ọ́.
Ọ̀dọ̀ mi ni.
Wọ́n ti lọ celebrate láyìn.
Àwọn gan ti delete ẹ̀.
Ẹbí no ẹ mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣe delete ẹ̀. Ayé ò bá wọn gbé. Ìyá Kìsẹ́ ti wá fún wọn lésì. Ìyẹn wọ́n fún wọn ní polongo ni. Ìyá Kìsẹ́ ti ní òṣì rádaràda lẹ fi pọ́pùlà. Ẹ wọ́n fi pàṣẹ kan náà yín. Ní ògo yín lè bu ìyá ogówó ní. Ògo kíni? Wọ́n náà fi èpè gbé yín bọ́ síta.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú. Ìyẹn lásán gan. Ìrònú yẹn lásán.
Ẹgbọ́n ti ti Ìyá Kìsẹ́ tẹ̀ ẹ́ máa fẹ́ rẹ́rìn pa.
Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ máa play ti Ìyá Kìsẹ́ tì yẹn, ẹ máa play ẹ̀ fún wa náà. A níbi orí Ìyá Kìsẹ́ tì gbọ́. Tó máa jẹ tí ìgbọ́n tó máa play lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan. Èmi ò rí pé mi ò lọ sí gbogbo ọ̀dọ̀ wọn haters yẹn èmi. Màá máa bá nú ara mi jẹ́. Wọ́n lè bá nú ara mi jẹ́ ẹja gbọ́n.
Ẹ wá tún jáde ní ìsìn ẹ̀ka tilétilé. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ lára rí ni. Lizzy sì dá yín lónìí. Ó lóun gbẹ̀bẹ̀ ilé òun náà sì sọ pé ẹ má bínú. Ẹ wá tún sọ ní ìsìn pé ńgbà náà. Ẹ dúpẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀já mọ̀ kankan tí wọn ò mọ̀ yín. Ẹ̀yin náà ti di gbogbo ayé tán mọ̀. Ṣé wọ́n wá fi yín hàn yí pé nígbà pírẹ́sídẹ́ǹtì jáde o, ilé yín tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tán, òun ló bá yín kọ́. Àbọ̀mọ yín ọjà tí ń tà wọ́n pààrọ̀ rẹ̀ láti pàǹdà ó di dáyámọ́ǹdì. Ilé fi ń dúpẹ́ sí ni àbí ẹ̀yin àtọmọ yín.
Ẹnu ya kẹsẹ̀ sí ẹnu.
Ìwọ́n tó ń dúpẹ́. Ẹni bá mọ ẹni tó bá létí ló mọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́. Ìyá. Kẹ́rí àwọn ẹlòmíín wà tó jẹ́ pé omi ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ lómi yóò kàwé. Ojú kan náà tó kàwé yẹn ní ojú kò sí kò ní wo òye lọ. Ẹlòmíà ní bàbá mi ló kọ́ mi ń kéwú. Tí bàbá rẹ bá kọ́ ọ kéwú.
That is another sacrifice on its own. You know, I was just saying to myself today that I was like asking myself, say, Paparano.
Ẹ̀yin lọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ̀yin náà try mi. Bọ́lá ti ṣílẹ̀kùn ìyá báyìí. Mi náà díẹ̀ tí wọ́n mi fẹ́ ná èèyàn ti pẹ́. Ṣé àwọn pé mo ṣáà ń béèrè àdírẹ́sì kò sí àwọn kan tó fẹ́ fún mi ládírẹ́sì ilé ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣáà ń bẹ̀rù ẹ ṣáà ń sá. Ìṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n kọ́ gbọ́ṣẹ́ bíi méjì mẹ́ta nu yín wò. Ìráyè gbogbo ẹjọ́ wẹ́wẹ́ tá à ń rò lọ́la ẹ̀. Sáré gbára wa lẹ́bù ká gbára wa ní bló lójú.
You guys are full.
Yes, ma.
You guys are.
Agbára wa ń blow lójú everybody dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni everybody kà sára. Àwọn òní wá sọ tiwa online bá máa ṣe fídíò fún future purpose. So tó bá ti ń dàsí ìdá bá tún ti rìn sí gbèrègbèrè bẹ́yẹn. Màá sáré sọ fún pé ṣe rántí ọjọ́ yìí. Kí n tún fún yín jẹ. Kí ló ṣe yẹn àti ẹ̀kọ́?
Ẹ̀yin lérí bú. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn rádaràda. Ẹ̀yin olóṣó ńlá. Olóṣó ńlá association. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn rádaràda títí ti ta. Ẹ kóra yín jọ. Olóṣó. Àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́mọ àlè. Sẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́mọ àlè.
Mi ò gúdùn ní Yorùbá kíkà ọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ bá mi wo kí ni let's be talk yìí sọ.
Sẹ́ẹ̀tì àwọn ọlọ́mọ àlè.
Orúkọ yín ìgò ní mí ni ìwọ ni let's be talk. Ẹ lọ ṣèjì orúkọ jàre. Ṣé let them talk lẹ fẹ́ kọ ni àbí báwo? Orúkọ yín yẹn gan-an. Èmi ò mọ Yorùbá kà o. Èwo ni host ẹjọ́ ẹ̀mí lẹ́jà. Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀mí lẹ́jà. Ẹ wo kò yé mi o bá jẹ́ bákan náà.
This is what I will say to
Mi ò
everybody.
tẹja o, mo tẹja wọn á lọ́rọ̀
I will
náà.
say to anybody. If this issue of justice for Mohbad is going physical, let every battle ready. Let everybody be battle ready.
If the justice don't talk to another
If it has become to the level of people attacking anybody physically, anything you can see, Latija, that's what you should use Latija. I'm telling you the truth. Anything you can use Latija is what you should use Latija. I'm telling you, if justice for Mohbad is going physical, as long as you are not the first
we
attacker,
come back to YouTube. Come back.
somebody attacking